Blackline Brief starts now.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Blackline Brief. I'm your host, Matthew McKim, and happy Saturday evening. For some of you, you got two of me today. For others, just the one. Maybe you catch it on the replay. We watched Andrew Colvett and the Chicks on the Right. I don't know what that was, but I definitely think it gave us some information into Andrew Colvett, because anytime these morons willingly get on camera and open their mouths, they're bound to slip up, because even like Andrew Colvett, he said, it's hard. It's so hard to keep track with everything. Was that lies? It's hard to keep track of all the lies. So while you guys get in and get settled, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe, please. I know people forget. Little Becky comes pulling on your leg and says, "Mommy, Daddy, I need a juice box. Can you make me something to eat?" And then you got to go and you forget to come back, because life is lifing sometimes. So just hit it now, before you forget. And then you'll have no regrets. You'll be living with this regret of not hitting the like. I don't want you to do that to yourself. Just kidding. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the likes. All right. So it is not a members only live. All right. Let me pull it up. We thought that he was going to put this behind a paywall. He has not. It would say in green right here, members only live, unless hopefully I'm not giving any of them any ideas and they do it last minute. But it looks like it will be free for all of us to watch him drippity drip drop the evidence. The evidence that we know doesn't exist, right? Because per Erica Kirk's own statement, I have his phone. Which, by the way, should we just take a trip down memory lane and refresh our memories, because all of these people have amnesia, can't remember where they were, can't remember what they did. Maybe we should just take a refresher course on Erica Kirk, on Glenn Beck. Here we are. What did she say to dispute the allegations that Candace was saying, because she got it directly from Andrew Colvett himself, that there was a text? And it did say he was afraid that they were going to kill him. What did Erica Kirk say?
But he was not messaging people the day before saying, "I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me." He didn't say that.
Why?
And I have his cell phone.
Oh, okay.
But
she has his phone.
Why didn't you say so? Oh my gosh, you're so trustworthy. You have his phone. Man, if you would have led with that, you would have saved me a lot of time looking into whether or not I could trust you. Too bad you've done a lot more dishonest things that we don't believe you. Okay, Erica. So, yeah, and I mean, I feel like I know more about this than even Erica and Andrew do. Like, okay, you guys, it's supposedly a signal, right? Because she's like, she came back out and then was like, I meant text message. There was no text message. I was looking at his text messages. Now that you refreshed me, thank you, Candace. It was a signal message. But then we found out his signal messages auto-delete after a certain amount of time. So they might have been there when she refuted the claim, but they sure as heck weren't there to give them to Andrew Wilson 11 months later, or June. So what was that, 9-10 months later? You know what I mean? So, yeah, what is he going to release today? I don't know. Probably a typed up message, which is just stating what the oral, like what they said so far. Remember when they produced a typed out call log for Candace Owens for Mikey McCoy's call log. She went in there thinking, because she asked to like, hey, can you guys just bring me a couple things to prove me I'm just wildly off base here? And I'll be happy to correct the record. And she's like, I would love to see Mikey McCoy's call log. Pretty please. Please. Cherry on top. And they're like, oh, yeah, for sure. Tippity tip tip type away. They typed up a piece of paper. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. We knew what your claim was. I wanted proof that your claim is true. You typing up a message is like me writing a note for myself to get out of first period in the 9th grade. Doesn't work. It's fake. It's not real. Okay. Well, it's 6 o'clock and, what do you know? He's not started. Don't worry. I have lots of things prepared for us. So, whether he shows up or not, he can't not show up today. He has to show up today. Like, he will look so bad. I mean, worse than he already does. Don't hate on me for drinking Diet Coke. It is not my guilty pleasure. I love Coca-Cola, but we're out. My wife loves Diet Coke. It's all that I had. I don't have any real vices, but soda every once in a while. I know I need to take care of myself. I eat very healthy. I work out all the time. I have a great spiritual discipline, and I don't drink any real caffeine, like coffee and energy drinks anymore as of like 2 weeks ago. Had a bit of scare with my heart and was like, I'm not messing around with that. Annie, yeah, my wife loves Diet Coke too. I do not, but it's better than nothing. And every once in a while, you need a bit of bubbly. You need a little bubbly with a little bit of sweetness. I don't drink beer. I don't do drugs. Water's my drink normally. Here I'm double dipping right now. But every once in a while, you still need you need something, just, a little bit of fizz, a little bit of carbonation. You just feel like such an adult. What can I say? Thank you so much for the gift, Benelli. Stay hydrated. Oh, that's very pointed. Did you do that because I drank the water or because I was drinking the Diet Coke? Yes, but I am staying hydrated. I promise. Dr. Pepper. My daughters love Dr. Pepper. I'm not. You guys know the story of how Dr. Pepper started, right? It was prune juice soda for the elderly to stay consistent. You know what I mean? So I can't get on. I just can't get on board with the prune juice soda. I got to say, though, I used to drink it because the family friends that I kind of used to grow up with who were LDS, because there's no caffeine in Dr. Pepper, right? Unless that was their guilty pleasure. They were allowed to have like Sprite, no Coca, like no caffeinated sodas. Is there caffeine in Dr. Pepper? Let's see. Is there caffeine in Dr. Pepper? Oh, yes, there is. It does contain caffeine. Well, they were breaking the law, the LDS law, when they were drinking it. They were loaded up on Dr. Pepper. And they told me, well, we're allowed to drink it because it doesn't have caffeine in it. Well, shame on you. Shame on you. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of caffeine. Too much caffeine, though. Whew. Made me feel like I was going to die. I think it was a lot of other factors going on at the time, but I got checked. We're good. I'm good. 23 flavors. Yes, but I mean, I'm not kidding. It was like started, watch. Was Dr. Pepper created as prune juice soda to help the elderly stay regular in their bowel movements? Oh, no. What? I'm freaking way wrong. I shouldn't believe anything anyone tells me. Holy smokes. No, it was not created as a prune juice soda and has never contained prune juice in its recipe. Correct the record. Holy smokes. I got to call my friend. What a liar. What a lying liarston from Lying Town. But a pharmacist, Charles Adderton, invented Dr. Pepper in 1885 at a drugstore in Waco, Texas, because all good things come from Waco, by the way. He formulated it to taste like the sweet, fragrant smells of the drugstore's soda fountain, using a blend of fruit and spice flavor extracts. All right. Did it ever have anything to do with the elderly? Like, did my friend like literally make that whole thing up? Was it ever marketed for like the elderly, or like, is there any kind of truth to that at all? Let's see. No, Dr. Pepper was never marketed specifically to the elderly, nor was it ever advertised to help with bowel movements. In fact, the company spent decades explicitly trying to distance itself from health claims and medical associations. But the doctor in the Dr. Pepper is because the guy was a doctor. He was a pharmacist. Okay. Gotcha. Well, got to be calling my friend after this, and I got to correct the record on him. He's been walking around telling people this for years. For years, he's been saying this. And I believed him. I've been drinking Zevia soda. It's my new fave. Yeah, they're really sweet, though. It's very sweet. And I don't know. It's like, yes, we also have like flavor. Do you guys remember Hanson's? Like, it used to be the healthy alternative soda drink back in the day. You could get it at like Trader Joe's and stuff. Do you guys remember Hanson's soda? Dr. McKim. Yeah, maybe that might have been my future one day. I wanted to be, but did not make it that far. Do you guys remember Hanson's? No, you don't remember Hanson's soda? Hold up, watch this. Images. What's a cool looking one? Bam. All right, they're all cool looking, but Hanson's soda, the healthy soda that does not give cavities. I didn't want to leave it up too long because I don't know if I could can I get in trouble for just showing a product? Hopefully not. Hopefully AI that monitors my channel doesn't think I'm trying to sell a product. If you do advertising outside, like you have to like click a box, and we're almost there, but we're not there. We're not there yet. We're so close. It will be coming though. Let's see what their chat is saying. One drip at a time. Carry gold, grass-fed drip. 6 minutes to get your membership. Don't miss out again. What are you talking about? It doesn't say members only. Oh, they moved it back to 6:15. Do you see this? They moved it back to 6:15. It's still not a members only. Oh, that's funny. I think that his community was trying to lie to like us and trick people into becoming a member and paying for a membership when they didn't have to. Because you don't have to be a member. You see what I'm saying? It would say members only live right there, and it doesn't. So, we shall see what he has for us. However, if you guys want to ask questions or write things and you want me to read it, we can get it in right now. Let's see what else we could talk about. I am seriously contemplating going to UVU for the memorial because, and I will take the necessary precautions. I promise. If they let me in, if I'm not on some list, then I will, Yeah, I'll do something to make sure that I don't have my real phone. I'll take my Zero Ghost phone, or I'll take a burner phone. But what I also want to do at UVU, I want to walk. I want to film. I want to take my good camera, and I want to film all of the places supposed Tyler Robinson was. I want to go on the roof. I want to see if there was direct line of sight, because I don't think there was. I want to film the stairwell, the walkway. I want to see distances. I want to go down that neighborhood. I want to go to the Quick Quack, which was the car wash that he went to supposedly after. I'd love to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich. We don't have Chick-fil-A in North Idaho. I would love to go to where else? Everywhere else he went. Everywhere Eagle Boy and Decoy Boy 1, 2, 3, 4 went that day. I want to go. I want to go and film it. I want to look around. I also want to see, like, are there other cameras? Because remember, Andrew Colvette and Gary Melton have been saying that there's other angles that exist of the Losi Center rooftop video, and that they are UVU surveillance videos. And it's like another angle that's like so clear you can see his face. Like, when do they realize, like, you guys did that? You did that to us with the stupid video on the last day of the trial. Come on. Can you at least get creative and try to push like, oh, don't worry. When we get to the prelim, there's going to be loads of evidence. You guys are going to see it. Whoa, you're going to feel really bad. We're going to get to the prelim, and you're going to see the mountain of evidence we've been talking about this whole time, and you're going to feel really stupid. And then we got to the prelim, and we were like, oh, so you're stupid. Okay. You're stupid. Okay. All right. And then they're like, nuh-uh. They didn't show the good stuff. They held on to it. The good stuff's in trial. They just keep kicking the can down the road. They keep shifting the goalpost, man. And I'm like, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. So I'm not going to be fooled twice. Not doing it. Ain't going to do it. Can't fool me twice. Sorry. Not these people. So, yeah, let's see. Like a video. I don't know what that's in regards to. Ask for the Tyler Robinson steak special from the Cowboys Steakhouse. Oh, yeah, I want to go to Cowboys Steakhouse. Well, no, that's in Panguitch. That's another 3 hours away. Okay, maybe I should. I'm down there. Maybe I should go down there and talk to them. But I guess they probably aren't going to be willing to talk to anyone, because after Diligent brought his story out, people on Gary Melton's side have been, well, I don't know if it's that side, but it's not our side. People have been threatening the owner and the employees there and the servers there, and yeah, trying to fear them into silence and scare them into retracting their story. But I'm convinced that Candace can be trusted, and she's like, you guys are gonna be, what is it? You're gonna be eating crow, okay? I haven't released anything to prove it right now, but it happened. So you're gonna be eating crow. So just wait for it. It's gonna be great. Diligent said Utah is afraid of the government, and I'm guessing the last mentality mafia. What's the last mentality mafia? You mean like the LDS mafia? Yeah. Penicillin. I don't know what that's in regards to. I did get a penicillin shot in boot camp, and it felt like peanut butter going in, and it hurt, and it makes your rump sore. And one of the things that Andrew Wilson never got to experience because he freaking dipped out on basic training, which is another question I have for him. He said he was in for a year, but never made it through basic training. It is possible because people get held back. They get like MedSept or they fail a phase. But a year in boot camp, not impossible, but really not typical. By that point, it's called failure to adapt, or you're just a straight up wussy and you're too afraid to go back to training. But one of the things he would have experienced is getting like 15 shots in each butt cheek. You like literally walk down an assembly line and it's like all these doctors and nurses, and you got to pull down the backside of your boxers or whitey tighties, and they dink, 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 dink like a freaking pin cushion. And then the next day, they always have you do like a PFT, which is like for the Marine Corps, it's like 3 miles, sit-ups and pull-ups. Or you're marching all day or something physical, because they love compounding the suck. It's like they get this weird satisfaction at how bad can we make it suck for these guys. I bet. And it's like, I swear the drill instructors, they have like secret like betting pools. They're like, nah, we can make it suck better. We could make our recruits hate life way worse. My drill instructors were genius. Man, I miss my staff sergeant. He was my senior drill instructor. And then I had my drill hat and my kill hat, and they were great. I mean, they sucked, but then you like make it to the point where you're like about to graduate, and then they talk to you and treat you like a human once you've received your EGA, and you're like, whoa, you're really cool. Why were you such a jerk this whole time? And it's just part of it, man. We have to break you down mentally as an individual and build you up as a unit. It's part of it. And that's why people that fail to adapt, they suck. Those people, AKA Andrew Wilson, just can't let go of their self-identity. No. I'm not going to let you break me down as an individual to be built back up as a better man, as a Marine, as a soldier. I like being a wussy. No, I have shin splints. I don't want to go back to training. I can't with these people. And Gary Melton, what a dishonest hack, had his opportunity to call him out on his show. And he's like, I'm saluting you. You just can't see it right now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I don't think I want to listen to his music, though. His music is really annoying, okay? And I don't know. Should we leave his chat up so you guys can't really see it? It's too small. I'm going to make it smaller so that the screen is bigger. That's better. All right. It's coming. And yes. Hold up. And I definitely have I have lots of things that we're gonna watch. Okay, so do not worry. We will be watching no matter what happens. No matter what happens, we will be watching things, and I have lots to share with you. My wife hates it when I do voices. Stop doing voice impressions. Hey, man, come on. I thought I did it good. You guys, when I did an impression of the gay guy that was talking with Frank Turek last night, I thought I nailed it. I did it ahead of hearing like the portion I was going to play. And then I did my impression, and then I played it, and I was like, spot on. Spot on. I nailed that one, man. You know? Anyone remember that Burger King commercial with the tiny hands? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right, come on, man. Enough. What? Like, it wasn't enough that you did this a whole day late. Then you have to be 15 minutes late. And now you're playing your stupid opener for another 15 minutes. Like, what a grifter. What a chud. You know, come on, dude. And it's not going to allow me to pause it, guys. And so we do need to be here live, because he's going to pull it down after the live. He's going to edit it and then re-upload it. So not no more. I have the 14. We're going to watch it together. What is what? What is that? What is what? What is the goal for today? What do you mean? What do you mean? Doesn't Nick Fuentes do stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't edit videos. If I say it live, there it is. There it is. It's there for all of you. And for the internet forever. screen record. I'm on a desktop. I can't screen record, but I'm playing it. So this is technically recording. We're recording me and him recording it. So this is me capturing it. Yes. Blue Jay. Who's Blue Jay? What are we watching? We're watching Andrew Wilson supposedly drop the proof of the text messages, but I also have other things. So depending on how it goes, if he doesn't like release it in the opening, if he tries to string everyone along to the very end, I know how long he goes for. I'll keep it up on a side tab. We'll do the rest of what we got to do, and then I'll just like check in periodically, because I'm not going to put us through his whole thing if he's going to try to make us watch him the entire time, you know? No, I'm not playing that game, dude. We're going to do what we're going to do. Should do a poll should do a poll if it's going to be fake or real. All right. I guarantee you the high percentage is going to say fake. Because we are all honest people here with a brain. Hold on, I got to make sure that he's not starting yet. Okay. Hold up. I need to hit refresh because I can't see it. Give me a second, please. Poll incoming. Okay, there it is. Incoming poll. Brace yourselves. The poll is incoming. All right. I'm just going to pull this off because I can see it in the bottom corner. I can tell when he's about to go live. Like when he pops on the screen, I have a little screen down here, and I can still see what. Oh, here it is. Wait, he just popped on and then disappeared. What the frick was that about? Are you for real, bro? Is he playing games? Yeah, of course he's playing games. This is so ridiculous, this guy, dude. This is the guy that they chose to be their PR. I mean, not really their PR guy, but like he is their public-facing defender right now. No one else is doing a good job. So they're like, heck, dude, we can't do any worse than Gary Melton, Graham Allen, Benny Johnson, Brandon Tatum, Jack Posobiec, Blake Neff, and Andrew Colvett. Throw another one in there. If we get like 10 of them, eventually we'll at least be at like 1% of what Candace Owens' skill and effectiveness and reach and influence and impact are, 0.00001% maybe. Bro, this guy. The moment I took him off screen, his little face popped up and I was like, oh, okay, he's actually there. No, he's not. But don't worry. I'm telling you. Either way, we got stuff to do. No questions for me. All right. If you guys want to ask questions, you can get super chats in now. Or if you want me to read something that you want to say. Either way, I'm good. Oh, okay. Here it is. Oh my gosh, it's not. He has a... Bro, this guy's a joke, dude. This guy's playing games. He's purposefully like popping in and putting his video, like his face on there, and then popping out. I guarantee you, I think some of them are probably watching us on different streams, playing them, and they're seeing how much they could mess with us watching them. I guarantee it. That is the kind of people they are. Mr. Enigmatic and Sean Campbell and Milk Bar TV and Trolley Arts or whatever. And Gary, yeah. So not going to lie, this is kind of funny. Yeah. I swear the moment Oh, that's not what I tried to do. Hold on. The moment I go here, I swear he pops on the TV again and his little face. And then I'm like, oh, he's talking, but he's not. I mean, look, once you guys are done with that poll, 90%, dang, dude, 10% of you are his friends. Wow. We got 10% of people in here that believe Andrew Wilson, or you just believe that the text is real? Do you believe that it's from Israel, or do you believe that it is real? I don't know. I know that they've been sending people out. Crucible gets a ton of super chats. Okay. Is that, I don't know. What? Okay. I mean, they sure didn't beforehand, but after he partnered with the devil sure did. Well, I know that Gary Melton said I got added onto a list, guys, and he's going to deal with me accordingly. Yeah. Because I reminded him of something he said, and then he gaslit me, and I was like in a space with honest people, and I was like, you guys were there. Blake was there, Blake Bednarz and Uncle Tom and other people, and I was like, you guys were there. You guys remember him saying, right, that he either saw or was shown, he was either shown or was told of a second surveillance angle of the Losi Center roof that clearly shows Tyler Robinson's face. And he tried to make me, like, he was successful. He made me second guess myself. I was like, okay, dude, if I misremembered, I'll correct the record, but it's your X space. How about you post it and prove me wrong? But no, of course he didn't. He's like, if you have the clip, share it. And I'm like, it's your X space, bro. I don't have your X space. What are you talking about? So happy that all of us are watching that he only gets one view. True. That's true. Yes. I can't take credit for that idea. Paralyzed testicle. Yeah. So hairy testicle too. Hairy paralyzed testicle. Not so tactical. Gary Melton. Yes, that is he. I don't even know if he's going to actually be doing. You know what I wonder. I wonder if he sent. I'm going to check some other channels. I'm wondering if he told everyone in his group that this stream is just going to do this the whole time. And then he told all of his actual community to go to a different channel somewhere else, maybe behind a paywall on like Brian Atlas's channel or Gary Melton's. We need to check everyone else's channel to see if they're actually over there, and that he's not going to do it on this channel, because that's totally something they would do. Nope, Gary's not doing a live. He's still not live right now. Let's see. So that's a pre-record. So that's not it. Nope, not there either. He's still not live. Who else? What other show would he do this on? Oh, I wonder if he's just doing it. Let's check out his Kick. It might be on his Kick streaming. Let's see. Nope, that's 6 days ago. So he's not even going to post this on his Kick? That's weird. He's still not streaming right now. It's still not up. So it's not on his Kick. I don't know if he has a Rumble. Let's check out Rumble. He does have a Rumble. let's see. All right. Well, his Rumble is the same thing. Oh, but this one I can rewind. So maybe we'll do it on this one. On the Crucible is on the Rumble, it lets me pause. So maybe we'll be watching it on his Rumble. Oh, here we go. All right, he's coming. Here we go. He's muted. What the heck is he doing? I have him unmuted. What the heck? What is he doing? I think he's doing this on purpose. This is insane. Let me see what his chat is saying. Yep. I knew it.
I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, who was muted that whole time like an idiot. All right. The audio's back. Really?
Oh, it was an accident, I guess.
I was saying that I know that this is a special broadcast this evening. And by the way, I just want to let you know that there are going to be many more evidence drops that nobody's ever seen before on this program.
I told you. I knew
many of them. For weeks, I'm going to be dropping evidence that came out of my investigation into these matters.
I knew it.
I understand that there's a lot of these Zoloft Zoomy wine moms here tonight who are true crime junkies who want to get their hands on this evidence in the worst possible way. And so I understand that they probably want me to tone down the language, but I just wanted to let you know, fuck you, you stupid bitch. I'm not going to.
Great.
Directly to fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I'm not doing it.
Okay, he's doing that to ruin other people's streams.
Yeah. That's not going to happen. Fucking nasty ass bitch.
Oh, hold on.
These old hag.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Fuck you.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Off-putting, to say the least. Hang on, let me see if I can get rid of these fucking emojis.
Bro, so he knows. So one of the things that he does after it posts, he edits all the foul language out and then he re-uploads it. And he knows that this is going to ding people's channels, and he's doing it on purpose.
No. I'm like turning everything off, trying to find this fucking thing.
What a just scumbag.
Nope, they're still there. Oh, well, that's not going to be super annoying this entire stream. Thanks for that, Mr. E. Good job, Mr. E. He's on a plane going home, so I can't even yell at him. I'm just going to have to, like, deal with this, really? Deal with this the whole time? These emojis flying around everywhere because you didn't install the damn button, Mr. E. Again. Every time with this guy. I don't think that I've done a single stream since he came down to stay and help me with the various debates where he hasn't completely messed something up badly. I don't think there's been a single time.
Can you guys hear me now?
I'm looking around.
I had to call my brother-in-law.
I literally don't see it, though.
We're going to have to edit out all the foul language.
Here? Nope, they're still there. He's piling on.
He's doing it on purpose.
Let's see if there's a button there. There's the chat. Nope, there's no button for the damn emojis there either. Ah, Mr. E. That is such an L for Mr. E to not have installed a button for me to be able to turn that off. Biggest L ever, Mr. E. biggest L ever. I have to do this whole serious stream with LOLs flying around everywhere and shit because his dumbass did.
Bro, dude.
Dipshit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't mean to pause that.
Unreal.
His wife is so proud of him. His wife is so proud of how he conducts himself publicly.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
This guy who puts himself out there.
These things are just flying around everywhere.
Christian, right?
Good job, Mr. L. What is all this shit?
Man. Okay, well, I can leave it muted for a little bit until he actually gets going. Yeah, you're the one that adds all those stupid things in there, dude. I don't know why you do that. It's so childish. Like, grow up, bro. Like you and Steven Crowder. Like, why would you have all those emojis on your screen? It makes no sense at all.
There's no way I can do business with these things flying around everywhere. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You have it on every stream. What are you talking about? You've had it on every stream since you lost to Candace Owens. I don't know about your previous streams, but you've had it on every other stream.
Not even a chat on this mystery. What did you do?
Okay. I'm just gonna all he's doing is struggling over that right now. I'm gonna read some of these chats. He pulled a pectoral muscle opening a jar, the pickle jar. Don't forget, you guys, did you guys not remember? We have emojis just for him. Did you guys not remember? We have a special emoji just for Pickle Man. Okay. So yeah, he did pull a muscle opening a pickle jar.
There we go.
Oh, you figured it out. Wow.
I think we figured it out.
Hard stuff. Former insider, somewhat friend and supporter.
I think we figured it out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Sorry about that mild delay.
I'll read that in a second.
Everybody this fine evening. SSRIs and wine don't mix. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah, these fruitcakes, man. The thing that's really nice about all this, though, investigating all this in the background.
You're investigating.
And getting all of this information that none of these people have. I realize that there is indeed an actual conspiracy here. It's just not the one that they think it is. These people are all conspiring, in fact.
He just went down and asked all questions. Investigation.
They're all conspiring together. And a lot of the various traffic that they have isn't even real. It's bots.
No one in my channel is a bot.
Absolutely wild. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah. I don't even have Candace's number, dude. No one's conspiring.
ICE took him back today. He didn't take the $1,000 to voluntarily go. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, you mean Mr. E? I feel Mr. E is part of the French Legion and sabotaging you. It's very possible that this is all part of an Israeli-French plan to destroy me.
Mr. E is
sorry, you've already answered
contract
this. What percentage of the CO Glazers are actually leftists and actively subverting? Well, that's going to be what the stream's about tonight. Because as it turns out, most of them.
None.
What's emergent is this idea, and you'll see this talking point over and over and over again. There are no more parties. We're in a post-party, political party world.
No.
It's a uniparty, you see.
There is a uniparty.
And so the left and the right have to unite because it's an us versus them. It's the elites versus
That's what it's always been. What are you talking about?
You have many members who are involved in this, who all work in tandem and together, who mostly are actually leftists, to push out this propaganda. Though you see guys who you would think would be right-wingers. Take, for instance, Valhalla VFT, who did a interview with Biden, with Joe Biden's son, Hunter, where he basically sucked his dick for an hour and a half.
Oh, my gosh, bro. I need to do a poll to see if you guys are even good.
He essentially made left-wing talking point after left-wing talking point. Absolutely crazy, these people.
I'm going to do another poll.
You're not going to buy that? That's fine. How about I just prove it to you instead?
Yeah, how about you stop cussing and you just show us your proof?
$50 grillion. I will.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy all of my grillions.
Yeah. How about you actually just do what you came here to do? Show us your proof.
Yeah, these people
bro.
are, and by the way, most of them have no idea how this country even works.
All right, he's on a soapbox. I'm going to read some of these super chats. Former insider, somewhat friend and supporter of Andrew Wilson financially. I'm ashamed. Those people aren't who I thought they were. Yeah. The thing is, man, Andrew Wilson has sent out people to try to make connections with people on our side and trick them into like interviewing them and stuff. And I hope that you're genuine. But yeah, I don't know. So I hope that you actually genuinely don't agree with what he's doing. So, but I know that they just send people out and they're trying to make fools out of everyone. I'm not going to do it. I'm not taking interviews or information from anyone that comes from that side at all. So let me check in with what he's saying. I think he's just talking.
This is way past what I can do. Okay. This like, I don't think you understand how many of these people are really pushing the Charlie Kirk conspiracies, which, by the way, it has nothing at all to do with Charlie Kirk.
What does it have to do with?
They don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
How do I know? Because I went and collected all their tweets about Charlie Kirk before Charlie Kirk died, and they all fucking hated his guts.
Not me. Not Candid.
Hated his guts, shit about him. The entirety of it is pushing this idea for a new emergent party, which they're not going to get. Because they're incompetent idiots. Not even because it couldn't be done. They're just incompetent fucking tards.
Wait, so
new fan here. I adore you. Keep doing.
Okay, so Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens all didn't like Charlie. No, I agree that there are a lot of people that are grifting, and I don't trust any of them. And I know who they are. And he's mentioned one.
Okay. Unfuck America is behind this. They're not behind this. No. They're only part of it.
And neither is Act Blue. He's just still gosh, bro, this guy. Okay, I read that one. Valhalla showed a post where Andrew Wilson said he wasn't posting anything. On X, I'll look it up. UFO, likely a text without context. I think Candace will likely unleash the entire thing next when she gets back from her vacation. They're not winning this game, not tuning into his channel. Didn't know who he was 10 days ago, right? Thanks for covering this, Matt. You're literally the only way we can watch it because I cannot stand that guy. Yep, thank you, Jim. I agree, man. He is just a disgusting man, classless. Yep. Thank you for the gift. I'm late, but Spindrift water is good for the carbonation fix, and it has real fruit. Thank you, Stargazer. I've had Spindrift. Thank you for the gift. Love my babies. Just found you and love what you do. Haven't missed a show since. This guy's voice is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Gross. Christ is king. I agree. I know. I just want to see what he says he has.
Instantly, she had somewhere around 2,000 likes on it. So Israel it's very strange how all of this is coming together.
Oh my gosh.
Even Bob the Builder can't fix Owens. About to grab a Miller Lite and a smoke, a Marlboro Red, and enjoy the Wine Mom Cope in one SB.
So conspiracy? So it's a conspiracy?
Got to stay a fan. Love men more than women.
Dude, this guy's gonna die. He like smokes like 3 packs of cigarettes in 1 hour show, and he's like constantly drinking beer. I mean, bro, you're not gonna be around if that's what you put in your body, bro. Like, I just don't get it. They went from Charlie Kirk, where abstinence was key, taking care of your body because it's the temple of God, not putting anything in that defiles it. And then they hire this guy who's the complete opposite, you know. Kim King, thank you for the $2. I just want to see the proof, bro. Show me the evidence. Where's the evidence, dude? Yeah, your cigarette went out, bro. You flicked it out. You sucked it out, man.
First person we're going to talk about who's involved in this would be Jimmy Dore,
Oh,
who's had some not so nice things to say about me lately. You might note that another lunatic who often you'll find parroting the Fort Huachuca,
I wonder if I missed
the
I
Fort
made the
Cthulhu
list.
bullshit, is one Stu Peters. Stu Peters is adamant that Charlie Kirk was murdered by an exploding microphone and that Erica Kirk and other members of TPUSA were at Fort Huachuca 2 days prior where they were being briefed on how exactly it was supposed to be done.
Yep.
This all came as an account from one Mr. Snow, who appeared on Candace Owens' broadcast. Now, Mr. Snow, as you may remember, believes that his father possibly could be the Zodiac Killer.
Nope, that was not true. That was a parody account.
Fucking reasons, I guess.
Nope, that's not even a truth.
While true,
that's fake.
Mr. Snow could have been there at Fort Huachuca. His bold claims that Erica Kirk was there and that other members of TPUSA were there were not ever corroborated. And the reason for that is because somehow he was able to take pictures of everything except them. What a shock. It's stunning, isn't it? Peters has been adamant about this conspiracy. He has been adamant and tweeted out multiple times that TPUSA members and Erica Kirk belong in prison because they helped orchestrate, along with Israel and other nations, Charlie Kirk's demise. Why? Because he's a fucking nutcase and a moron. Now, not this week, but next week, I'm going to show compelling evidence that everything that Stu Peters has said is a lie with never before seen evidence, which will place these people 100% confirmed, not at Fort Huachuca. That whole thing is out. Same with the exploding mic theory. All bullshit.
No, it's not.
All bullshit. Every
no,
bit
it's
of
not.
Here's Jimmy Dore, of course, talking with Stu Peters, because why wouldn't you be talking?
And don't worry, we're my brother-in-law is going to bleep out all the cuss words, so it won't hurt the channel.
I don't know, reasons. There's no good reason for these two guys. Stu Peters, who's supposed to be an America First right-winger, talking with left-wing former Young Turks employee Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, is it possible we all hate the
There's
elite?
literally no reason that this union made in hell should ever be happening.
Yes. We're tired of both sides.
It is. Interesting to say the least. Let me play you some audio from this real quick. 1 second.
Showed Colvin, and then there's people like those two clowns that you just showed, Colvin and Neff, who have a financial interest in it, right? And say they thought they had the perfect Sarah Palin moment. They thought, you know how the conservatives loved Sarah Palin when she was the vice presidential nominee?
That was really cringe, by the way.
She was attractive and physically attractive, and she said the things they wanted to hear, and people loved her.
Was Palin from Minnesota? Was she from South Dakota? She was from the Midwest somewhere.
I thought she was from Alaska.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Fucking idiot, Stu Peters. Doesn't know where Sarah Palin is even from. This guy is such a fucking dipshit.
From the Midwest somewhere.
I thought she was from Alaska.
She is from Alaska.
Oh, that's right. Yes, she was. She was the Alaskan tough girl.
It's like the thing she's the most famous for was her kerfluffle, right? Where she was like, "Oh, I can see Russia from my back porch." Remember that?
Well, no, she said she can see it from Alaska, and there's a point of Alaska where you can see Russia.
So
graceful.
So they thought they had that with Erica Kirk, except the only thing is that Erica Kirk is repulsive to people, and they see right through her, and she can't hide it. She doesn't have any training on how to be an actual human being. She only has
and I forgot I can pause it on Rumble. So I'm not going to mention about the cuss words anymore. I apologize to all of you guys ahead of time about the cuss words. We're going to stream this. We're going to watch, and then my brother-in-law is going to edit. He's going to bleep out the cuss words, but I'm not going to keep mentioning about it. It's happening. If you can't, then I'm sorry.
Training on how to be a psyop, which she is. What I like to say, if the CIA had a vagina, she came out of it.
So there's Jimmy Dore's take with Stu Peters, of course.
Yeah.
Right? And it's all Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk bad. Erica Kirk, CIA agent.
Yep.
Erica Kirk this, Erica Kirk that.
Yep.
Interesting that he's working, of course, this left-winger, Jimmy Dore, with Stu fucking Peters.
Yep. What's wrong with Stu? He's more of a man than you'll ever be.
Why?
Because we
that
realized
makes no sense at all.
Yes, it does. We're at war with the elites.
But
we're not at war with one another.
You bombed so much in Syria, you ran out of it.
This is a famous rant from our friend Jimmy Dore. You need to recognize and quickly that Dore himself is just what you would consider an anti-establishment fucking hippie. All of his talking points are anti-establishment hippie talking points.
Mm-hmm.
It's us versus them. The elites are trying to destroy everybody. Blah, 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 blah.
Which they
Here
are.
he goes on a rant.
How could you argue that's
rant,
not true?
Well, you'll see yourself.
The hard work of democracy. And maybe you wonder why those people don't show up to vote. Maybe because you're sending their jobs overseas. Maybe because the candidate that you wanted them to vote for passed NAFTA at the same time she gutted welfare and exploded the prison population. And those people know it.
And they
all kinds of upset, of course, that welfare gets gutted.
They can't vote either, by the way. The ones that...
Oh, by the way, all those people that Bill Clinton put in prison with this prison bill, they can't vote. You took their vote away.
Oh, no. Bill Clinton, the one good thing he did was put people in prison. Jimmy Dore, of course, upset by that.
So, by the way, this clip is so old of Jimmy Dore, his hair is black. Okay. And people are allowed to evolve on their positions, Andrew Wilson. 8 months ago, you swore up and down that you could not see a rifle in the low-C rooftop surveillance footage, and you actually couldn't see who it was, and you couldn't see the rifle in the stairwell photos, and you couldn't see who it was, and you were questioning the whole official narrative. And yet here you are, you're pushing it. Oh, so people aren't allowed to evolve on their position. Once Trump got elected and he did what he did with the war in Iran and Jeffy Epi and everything, everyone couldn't just figure out like, whoa, it's not Republican Democrat thing. It's like it's an elite thing, and they're screwing us all over. We couldn't have all woken up on our respective sides and been like, oh yes, and I'm sure that there are people on the crazy left and the crazy right that are extremists, but the majority of people are center, right of center, left of center, and we're tired of it. We keep getting the same thing no matter who we elect.
So you did it to yourself, but he wags his finger at them. Oh, it's the electorate's fault. Because we don't have a goddamn choice. There was no way to vote against Goldman Sachs. There was no way to vote against more war.
Always, all he is, same thing over and over and over again. It's always special interest groups. It's always the elite. It's always anti-establishment spurging.
There was no way to vote against Big Pharma or those motherfuckers cracking heads in North Dakota. There was no way to do that, Barack. That's why half the country stayed home, you corporate sellout. And you pretend like you don't know that? You don't know that your legislation has crushed your own people? Do you know that half the people in your own country are poor or in poverty? And you
Wait, so he just called out Barack Obama. What are you talking about, Andrew Wilson?
Wonder why they don't come out to vote? Because they don't have because as Hillary Clinton is asking them to vote for her, they know she shipped their jobs to Mexico and undermined their unions. And when the teachers were getting their unions taken away,
he's calling out the crazy.
You let it happen. You didn't put on that comfortable shoe.
The left and right.
He's very upset with Barack Obama for not being progressive enough, isn't he?
No.
Very upset that Barack Obama, moving into, the Hillary Clinton transition. He seems very upset about the jobs getting taken away from the teachers in the teachers union, which, by the way,
what's wrong with that?
Many times more corrupt than most NGOs.
The Occupy Wall Street people were getting their heads cracked. You let Democratic mayors tell fucking union cops to go crack their heads from coast to coast. You did that, Barack Obama, and you wonder why half the country doesn't vote? Because they know no matter what they do, pieces of shit like you are going to turn your backs on them.
What's wrong with anything he's saying?
The world is burning right now.
Always with the hysteria. Always
that's like literally a fact.
The black pill. The world is on fire.
Did you not remember when like literally the cities were all burning from riots? Do you not remember? Like literally the country was on fire, and metaphorically.
Everything's coming to a head. You'll see soon. I just want to point out to you that Barack Obama, does anybody remember how many terms he had as president?
Right now, global capitalism is failing on a massive scale.
Anti-capitalist rhetoric, as usual. Global capitalism failing. By the way, global capitalism wasn't failing and hasn't failed.
Oh,
since
yes,
this
it
video.
is. What are you talking about?
Right now, France is getting ready to be taken over by a right-wing government.
Oh my God, France is ready to get taken over by a right-wing government. Did it?
Greece has failed. Same thing in Italy.
Yep.
Right now, half your own goddamn country is poor. In the richest country the face of the earth has ever seen. You call that a winning fucking system? What kind of a system makes half their country poor and it's the richest country in the world, Barack? And what the fuck did you do to try to fix that? Dick, you didn't.
So just lunatic ramblings, as usual, from Mr. Dorr, who seems to be quite good at these lunatic ramblings. Interestingly enough, as we keep going here, he seems to be very upset.
What the heck?
We have a sickness at the core of our culture, and it's money. And that's necessary to make capitalism work.
Them in the back. This might be an actual psyop, just thinking out loud.
Look how old
There
these,
is no reason.
look how old these clips are of Jimmy Dore. Look at his hair. You couldn't find more recent clips of Jimmy Dore saying and taking him out of context. Let's catch up.
Because people consistently vote themselves the money of other people. Only flat earthers and members of the low IQ community claim victory over debates they get wrecked in. Yeah, Candace shouldn't have done that.
So that's the way people
That's
always say,
you.
well, Jimmy, what's your solution to fix all this? You got to break up the big corporations, and then you...
Typical hippie talking point. The corporations. It's the corporations, man.
It like literally
Little
is.
Eichmann, it's the corporations.
I mean, we're bombing again. We've been nonstop bombing. And, you know...
And he pulled a clip from pre-COVID. Yes, that's correct. I'm going to show you, though, that this guy's positions have not changed a bit.
They tell us that we're supposed to be afraid of the Muslims because it's their religion that makes them crazy killers, right?
That's right.
Although there's millions of Muslims living in America and they're not killing us ever.
That's right.
Maybe it's because we're bombing. You know, if we found out there was oil in Salt Lake City and we started bombing it for 30 years straight, there'd be a lot of Mormon terrorists.
That's right. And we'd find, oh my gosh, there's not oil here. There's only salt.
Anyway, you get the point. This guy was quite the progressive, but he must have had a change of heart, right? After all, why would a guy like Stu Peters be, I don't know, dealing with him if it was the case that he was just a scumbag progressive? That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Unfortunately, he is still quite the fucking progressive. This comes in from Mr. Dorr. This was just August 17th of 2026. You can find it on his X. He says, keep making sure capitalism leaves young people broke and unable to buy a house while 92% of them skip doctor's visits because of money and then pretend you don't understand why young people are open to socialism. The cure for people liking socialism is an economy that works for them, not just Wall Street and the oligarchs. This fucking guy hasn't changed a bit. What's he in response to? This is U.S. Senator John Fetterman, who says Democrat Party is becoming the party of socialism. 58% view socialism positively. 50% view capitalism negatively. Let me read that again for you. This is from Jimmy Dore's X account. This is August 16th. Oh, sorry. That was from Fetterman. His, Jimmy Dore's is actually... my bad. It looks like I think it was August 18th, but it's 2026. It's very recent. It says, keep making sure that capitalism leaves young people broke and unable to buy a house while 92% of them skip doctor's visits because of money and then pretend you don't understand why young people are open to socialism. Boy, I'm sure not shocked. As you might remember, Dorr is one of the primary pushers. He just recently did a stream on Charlie Kirk being assassinated with a drone. Yes, I'm not kidding. He put a challenge out as Adam Green said, wait a second, that's the dumbest thing I've heard today. His challenge to Adam Green is, well, go watch the stream and refute it, as though we need to refute every bit of nonsense that comes out of these people's mouths. Subbed 821, watch the Dinesh debate. Jesus, long take Israel. I'm not talking about that right now, bro. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to talk about that right now. Also, We don't know how Charlie Kirk died. And it's equally as possible. I mean, I personally believe more in the exploding mic theory, possibly the exploding pendant theory, electrocution theory, maybe even some other device that we're unaware of that's like military technology. But there's a lot of people that have done extensive research and work into the drone theory, and it's highly likely that that is possible. It's not my theory. I don't believe in that personally, but he just wants to discount and discredit like everything other than Tyler Robinson is the lone gunman that shot Charlie Kirk from the roof with his grandpappy's 1943 Mauser.
Isn't a corporation an entity declared by a state to be a corporation? Isn't a corporation a big government problem? Shouldn't we restrict the state power to hold corporations allegedly get a hold? I don't know what you're even
hold them
asking.
Accountable.
Isn't a corporation an entity declared by the state to be a corporation?
Yes.
It's a licensed entity. That's true. But they're also seen actually as people, interestingly enough.
Yes, that's not good.
What did I miss? I don't
that their money is freedom of speech, and they're allowed to donate
going here
to political parties and literally like
now, interestingly
get people
enough,
elected.
Who else does he host? Wouldn't you know it? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Literally all the people that he's going to attack, we all like and support and believe in, except him. Like, I can't believe people on his camp are actually going to believe this, what he's saying.
Host Marjorie Taylor Greene. In this particular show, she said that she received intel from sources that Trump is considering using a nuclear bomb in Iran.
He did. He said he was going to level it.
Sure.
He said that.
Sure he is.
He said that.
You have credible, reliable sources that you trust and believe, and that are telling you that yes, there are definite conversations about the use of nuclear weapons in Iran because Donald Trump is so frustrated with how the war is going.
Yep.
I would have never posted that if I didn't know that.
Yep. There's a thing called tactical.
So let's talk about quickly.
well.
We can. Iran. You tweeted out they are discussing using nuclear weapons on Iran in strategy meetings. You read that correctly. I'm real. I'm not speculating. I know. How do you know this? And what have people said to you since you tweeted this?
Yeah, Marjorie. How do you know this? I'm curious myself.
Yes.
Well, you got to remember, I served in Congress for 5 years, and I know a lot of people. And
She's not going to fucking tell us. Isn't that like a fucking shocker? So Marjorie Taylor Greene, by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene was one of the people brought up at the recent Straka debate when I was debating against Joe Kent and Alex Jones as part of the new emergent Tucker Carlson party that they're trying to run with, which includes Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson. It includes several other people, right? They happen to be two of the more prominent ones, and they're trying to start their own political party, which doesn't seem to have any distinction from modern-day libertarianism by Kent's own account when I questioned him about it. Why would the federal government bomb SLC for oil? Utah has been the federal government bootlicker since its inception. You need to learn hypotheticals, man. Okay, you got to learn about hypotheticals.
I'm not going to give up my sources.
I'm not going to give up my sources. Let's listen to that again.
Not going to give up my sources.
Oh, you're not.
Did this?
Well, you got to remember, I served in Congress for 5 years, and I know a lot of people, and I'm not going to give up my sources.
Not going to give up my sources. So how do we know that Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't make this up? We don't. We don't. Do we have good evidence that she may be bloviating here a bit? We do. As last I checked, Donald J. Trump has not nuked Iran. Last I checked, he didn't do that. By the way, I'm sure that there's all sorts of defensive strategies where nuclear bombs are talked about. Probably in every defensive or offensive strategy they're talked about.
Certainly not going to do that. But yes, I was informed that they are discussing lowering the nuclear threshold in order to be able to use nuclear weapons on Iran. I mean, think about it.
Uh-huh.
This is what we've seen Mark Levin like gush over on his show.
Yep.
We've seen Laura Loomer demand it. She wants every single man, woman, and child to be just evaporated and killed in Iran.
Yep.
And we've seen the voices that say it out loud. Those are also the ones that call and text the president and demand these things. And so yes, I was willing to say, here's what I've been told.
Here's what I've been told by my source I won't name. Good possibility. Her source is that she made it the fuck up. Ironic part about Jimmy Dore ranting about crony capitalism is that Donald J. Trump is setting up a system that's neither that or socialism, and he can't see it. I don't know if that's true or not. I can tell you this, though. It's interesting that all of the primary CK conspiracy pushers happen to also have the same agenda of pushing a new party because, quote, they're trying to destroy the uniparty, and they're all using the us versus them rhetoric.
Yeah, because
Marjorie Taylor Greene seems quite comfortable to utilize her, quote, sources from Congress who aren't named to essentially leak information, which, by the way, my guess would be that would be classified information that she's not supposed to be fucking leaking anyway.
Yeah, where is the evidence he claimed
The
to
same
have?
people covering for the Epi files want you to believe. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, well, that's genius, bro. What a genius way to look at things.
You don't even finish
No,
reading?
I totally get the hypothetical about SLC, but that's a lame line of attack from Jimmy Dore. It's stupid to suggest the U.S. would target one of their own. I don't think that's what he was saying there, bro. I bet it's real, just like Jewish space lasers. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to read some of my super chats because he's not even to the evidence that he probably doesn't even have. Maybe leave him on mute unless he shows the text. Okay. I also I want to know what he's saying about Stu Peters. All right, because I like Stu and I want to let Stu know what are the things he's saying. Keep in mind, Andrew Wilson evidence is TPUSA funneled. Correct. I know that it's most likely fake, fabricated, altered. Thank you for the super chat. Spyro Floropoulos. I hear you, man. I know how they operate. Saboteurs. They call themselves. Not asking for anything, but in case you did want to know anything, I can prove my claims. No need, though. Andrew's exposing himself without my help. Right on, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from anyone that came out of his camp, ever. So I appreciate it, though. You might very well be very genuine and honest and have receipts on him. Like, if you stick around for a while and are trustworthy and show that you're not just coming over, then yeah, I'd have a conversation with you down the line, but it would be a while because they've been doing this, and I'm just protecting myself. So hopefully you can respect that. Thank you for the gift. Kim King, beginner here. I just wanted to say, in my opinion, I can handle the language if we have to. Okay, cool. I want to hear what he has to say without giving him the views. I agree. Thank you for the gift. Well, let's check back in. Let me unmute. Oh, he's playing Marjorie now.
Years after America dropped nuclear bombs on Japan. Totally different, by the way. Japan attacked America.
Thank you for the gifts.
Came over and attacked us, attacked Pearl Harbor.
Correct.
Iran has not dropped a single bomb
Correct.
or fired a single shot on American soil.
Correct.
And Iran does not have a nuclear weapon. By the way, Tulsi Gabbard briefed the president over and over that they are nowhere close to having a nuclear weapon.
Correct.
Multiple international agencies.
We get it.
But BB,
Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon.
That's the whole
I'm not
premise.
here to say that they do. I don't appreciate the war in Iran at all, and I think that it was a tactical blunder for the right.
But
There's
Trump
no ifs,
good?
ands, or buts about that.
But Trump is good.
Right? So we're in slight agreement there. But it is interesting how many of these supposed right-wingers are chumming up with all of these left-wingers.
I thought it's all a grift. They're
Very
liars.
Interesting. And what do they all have in common? The
Oh,
one thing they all seem to have in common is that they're all pushing the same bullshit theories.
they don't
Every single
believe
one
that
of them.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Tyler Robinson, moron.
It seems to transcend coincidence in a way, doesn't
Oh
it?
my gosh, dude.
Trust me, bro, is a valid, trustworthy source. Trust me, bro. Yeah, exactly. Trust
That's
me.
what he's saying. He's
Trust-
not
no, trust
showing
me, bro.
anything.
Trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean? Trust me, bro.
That's what you're
Come on.
doing right
What's
now.
wrong with you?
How about you show something and shut up?
1 second here. Gotta pull up where the hell I was here.
All right, while he does that. Mr. Psyop blowing smoke and serving brew to whoever. Yep. Hey, Matt. New to your show and haven't missed since. Andrew Wilson is disgusting. He has a God complex and makes me sick. Keep on keeping on, Matt. You're great. Thank you, Katrina.
Now, Jimmy here also, besides having Marjorie Taylor Greene on, he says, I'm not saying, what the fuck just happened? I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. Slight technical difficulty.
You new to this?
Not bad technical, just slight.
They hired Andrew because he has a big cult following of angry men who want Christian nationalism. They blindly go along with him and TPUSA.
In this particular clip, he says, I'm not saying black politicians and black activists shouldn't try to educate people on the issue of racism, but in the West, he talks about this basically with a Democrat, Cornel West. You might remember my engagement with Cornel West was making Cornel West rage quit from Pierce Morgan when I put him to the question about all the shit that he had talked about Kirk before Kirk died. January 3rd, 2024, Iran drone killed 3 American soldiers in Jordan, and Biden did nothing about it. That sounds about right. Anyway, Jimmy Dore also pushed the sentiment that there's no right-left divide, and this is the important part. Rather, it's the rich elites oppressing people.
It is.
This is the
how
con
can
of the day.
Anyone?
The major.
Oh, it's the con. What a moron!
Dore
bro.
tweets this out. Like he said, this is November 7th of 2025. He says, reportage author James Corbett tells Jimmy the coming civil war will not be red state versus blue state or Democrat versus Republican. It's not left versus right. It's up, down. It's masses against the oligarchs.
James Corbett is
the billionaire
good.
class that actually runs everything, and that's going to be the Civil War. In fact, he says the oligarchs have already launched this war, even though most people have not caught on yet. Fifth-generation warfare is essentially the government of nations warring against their own citizens economically with biohazards and biosecurity threats and with information warfare. Always going to find the same theme with all these people. It's the elites who are oppressing everybody. It's time for us to come together. Who cares if we're a bunch of crazy abortionist lunatics and left-wing psychopaths? We need to come together. We have to come together. We need to come together.
He added that. That's not what Jimmy said.
Even though their value structure is so 180 degrees away from ours, they seem to think that we should have some vested interest in abortionists, which I don't. I don't have any interest in working with them at all. Dore also tweets out that Tyler Robinson, interestingly enough, you can't believe it. You can't make it up. He tweets out, Patsy, set up. This is just one of the ways they're setting him up.
Yep. It's true statement.
Jimmy Dore tweets that out.
Nothing wrong with that statement.
Who did Jimmy Dore retweet?
I don't know.
Who did he retweet? He retweeted Diligent Denizen.
Yeah. What's
Diligent Denizen, as you might remember, is the person behind the steakhouse fraud.
It's not a fraud.
He's behind the big pushing on X of the supposed steakhouse receipt.
It's a real receipt.
The steakhouse receipt that showed that Tyler Robinson was there. Except, of course, Tyler Robinson wasn't there.
Can you show me proof?
That receipt never proved that he was.
Can you show me the proof that he wasn't?
Blurred out all of the pertinent parts of the receipt that would have given you the information that he was, and the owner came out themselves.
Did not retract.
And said that they don't have any evidence
That's
that
not
he was
true.
ever there.
Not true.
Isn't it crazy, though? Jimmy Dore, of course, retweeting Diligent Denizen.
Not really.
The same person who perpetrated.
I trust Barron and
particular
Candace
fraud.
over you any day, bro. And Barris and Candace both say that there's enough there that it should be looked into, but it still could be
But it keeps
proven
going.
that he wasn't there, but it looks like that he was, and that there is
And it
enough
keeps going.
evidence to at least
He's retweeted many of these
the
people.
feds should have looked into it, and they didn't.
They're all working together.
Okay, you got proof?
Next, you have Anna Kasparian. You remember Anna Kasparian, who made such a big deal out of the debate because she loves Candace Owens so much.
They actually used to not like each other.
In this clip, Anna Kasparian is telling Candace Owens that she's just swell. She's just the bee's knees, boys and girls.
Well, they used to not like each other, actually.
Pull the clip here for you.
He's really bad at this podcasting thing.
What the fuck?
You're-
I know why.
You're not very good at this, bro. You should have a
Because I'm using
producer.
different browsers.
Oh, sounds like a rookie mistake, Andrew.
Here you go.
Sounds like an old man issue.
I know that you already know you have a lot of supporters,
clip isn't
but we'll be watching, and I think you're doing the right thing, even though you're getting a lot of hate for it. Usually, there's like a saying, hurt dog don't holler, or something like that.
Dog don't holler.
Yes. So
Yeah.
just keep it up. And I know you're strong enough to deal with the heat. So congratulations on that. Not a lot of people can do it. So have a great night.
Thank you.
And yeah,
You too.
any updates, let us know. Have a good.
Why Anna Kasparian? Pro-choice, pro-feminist Anna Kasparian, who recently did a debate against Pearl Davis on why feminism is good, tweets out often how fantastic abortion is and a woman's right to choose. Left-winger, Young Turk's side. Why is she working hand in hand with Candace Owens? Why? And why is Candace Owens, who wrote a book on anti-feminism, supposedly called Make Him a Sandwich?
Because we can smell BS on the Tyler thing from a mile away, and it shouldn't be like, oh, you only have to be on the right over here to realize that this is totally BS, totally a psyop, and totally a patsy being made. Okay, because we all have a vested interest in not being controlled and lied to by the elites. Okay. That's why. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Working with pro-feminist Anna Kasparian and kissing each other's asses.
Keep it up. I know that you already know you have a lot of supporters, but we'll be watching, and I think you're doing the right thing, even though you're getting a lot of hate for it.
Just replayed that.
You're doing the right thing.
Yep.
By perpetrating and positing multitudes of these conspiracies without any evidence whatsoever.
You haven't
Doing the
showed
right
any
thing,
evidence
says
for
Anna
anything you're
Kasparian,
saying, bro.
left-winger extraordinaire.
Usually, there's like a saying, a hurt dog don't holler, or something like that.
Dog don't holler.
You're not
Yes.
realize you're playing the clip over.
Just keep it up. And I know you're strong enough
Just
to deal
keep
with
it
the
up.
heat. So congratulations on that. Not a lot of people can do it. So have a great night.
Thank you.
And yeah,
You too.
any updates, let us know. Have a good.
Now, of course, this could just be a friendly conversation between people, right? Maybe doesn't mean anything, even though they retweet each other and seem to talk to each other quite often and agree with each other's positions quite often
on this.
But as you'll find here is Anna Kasparian.
Gentlemen, it is the collaboration that you never saw coming.
Talking
In fact,
with
10
Owen
years
Schroyer.
ago, you probably would have bet your life savings against it. Owen Schroyer and Anna Kasparian. And you know, Anna, there's no denying that you've become, I think they call you a queen now, even on the dissident right. I've been seeing the queen emojis and the little crown. I don't know how you feel about that. But this is definitely a phenomenon. It's been a spectacle here, watching you kind of rise in popularity on the right. I do want to talk about that, but I want to go back. I want to go back 10 years ago. The famous moment at the RNC.
What makes this particularly interesting? Well, I'm going to tell you. She says in this particular clip that we're in a uniparty. She says we, the U.S., are functioning under a uniparty which uses social issues to divide people and market themselves as different from each side.
That's true. That's like literally true.
Market themselves as different. So same rhetoric as Jimmy Dore. Uniparty. We're under the rule of a uniparty.
Yeah, we are all
They
noticing the
use
same
social
thing.
issues in order to do everything that they can do in order to stop us from blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah. It's
we have a
more of the
brain.
same exact fucking uniparty rhetoric.
Yep.
Same shit.
We notice what's actually happening and you don't. You're part of it.
You can find that interview with Owen Schroyer. He has it on his X. Anna Kasparian talks state of MAGA, Democrat, Socialist, midterms, and foreign policy. But she does say, quote, we are functioning under a uniparty in which the social issues are used to divide people and market themselves. It's the same fucking rhetoric again. Same rhetoric again.
You can call it rhetoric, but it's just them stating a fact of reality, dude. It's just them noticing it.
Next clip. Anna admits that she disagrees with Tucker Carlson being anti-abortion and believes in reproductive rights.
All right, I'm going to
30 seconds earlier, she said, though, that she doesn't think.
All right, so we know that's about reproductive rights and stuff. Just I'm going to pause it. I'm going to mute it for a second and then read some of these. Second time here. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sparuski. Appreciate you. K-Jax. Dipstick Andrew is going to go on and on and on and not produce anything. He's getting an audience, yet he has nothing. What a freaking ego. He's not getting audience here. We have over 1,246 people and he's getting one view from us. Okay. He gets one view. Okay. And I'm not on his YouTube. I'm on his Rumble, which is not it's not as monetized as YouTube. You make more money off YouTube than you do on Rumble. And I'm not on his YouTube. It allows me to pause and play as well. And you can't do that on his YouTube. But he gets one view from all of us. He gets one view. More people should be here to not give him a view. All right. This guy is supposed to have credibility. His inability to communicate with anything but foul language tells me all I need, tells me all that I need to know. It also suggests poor education. TPUSA likes him. Yeah, exactly. The complete opposite of Charlie Kirk. Sasashi, have you noticed the women questioning the narrative catch more heat from these guys than the questions themselves? Yeah, because they think all women are retarded, remember? He doesn't like women. Really notice the shift around LC sending love to the American ladies and you from Canada. What is LC? I don't know what LC means. Hold on, let me see what he's saying now.
It's out. Anna Kasparian, Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, was literally Benjamin Netanyahu's campaign manager. It's a huge problem.
Yep.
Israel's assets have been infiltrated, every aspect of the United States government.
Yes.
And then he ends the tweet with, go off, queen.
So?
Go off, queen.
So? Where's the positive evidence he claimed to have? Nowhere.
Anna Kasparian on Pierce
Thank
Morgan
you.
Show defended Erica Kirk, by the way.
Thank you.
For being angry and acting the way she did after Kirk's death on 9/15/25,
Thank you, commercial.
just 5 days after Kirk's death.
Thank you,
But she
Nerd.
goes on to say on 11/13/25 that Candace is providing good evidence. The turning point had something to do with Charlie Kirk's death.
She is.
And just recently on 8/19/26, that's 3 days ago, in an interview with Candace Owens, she was again critical of Erica. Bizarre, isn't it? Very strange how this all seems to work in tandem.
Not really. Not if you have a brain.
Let me pull up the Pierce clip for you.
Thank you. Rare win that I'm
Bet you
enjoying
can
your
listen to
show
it yourself.
and not working. Glad you can enjoy it. Just dropped a super chat on Andrew's stream.
And at the same time, you judge
Hold on.
others
If you're
as
going
being
to
hateful.
weaponize somebody's grief against the other party, well, then of course people have a right to fight back against it. I think that
She's literally debating against Destiny, who's a raging crazy leftist.
she has every right to grieve in whatever way she wants, but when that grief is going to be weaponized to do recruitment, political recruitment, and further radicalization of the other side, then of course you not only have the ability to mock it, I think you have the obligation to mock it. It's insane.
Let me understand. Let me understand your argument. So since others are using her grief to politically recruit, you think that it's okay to mock her specifically?
Since others
How
are
does that make
using
any
her grief,
sense?
she's the one who gave a 17-minute speech on TV where she talked about good versus evil. She's the one showing up in
Destiny, let me
TPUSA
explain.
ads to
Let
1
me
or 2
explain
days
something
after.
to you. If someone assassinated my husband, I would not be able to have the level of composure she had during that speech, I would be out for blood. I understand.
Okay, so this was I don't want to pause there on that.
Why she's angry and why.
So this came out early on. This was like in September, October, when no one really was looking at Erica yet. Not these big channels. Candace wasn't even doing it yet. He's pulling things out of date, out of context, and not giving the whole context around it.
Why she said the things that she said. Okay.
She understands. Their left-wing operative, Destiny, Stephen Bonnell II, who's worked in tandem with several left-wing NGOs, including Unfuck America, and another left-wing NGO, which is Emergent, and one before that as well.
Yeah, Destiny,
which existed in Twitch poll.
Yeah, Destiny's
coming out
good.
strong, of course, against Turning Point USA. Massive hater of Charlie Kirk, massive hater of all of them.
He is.
And, of course, trashing TPUSA. There's Anna Kasparian, though, saying, wait a second, this seems completely justified to me, the way that Erica Kirk is reacting. And
yeah, early on in September, before a lot of other things she had done and said, and most people weren't on the, examining Erica Kirk train yet.
Acting.
Yep.
This seems totally justified.
How about you give the date? How come you didn't give the date to that, Andrew?
Very strange, right?
No, it's really not. People evolve.
Very odd.
New information comes in.
But then she contradicts herself.
No, they reevaluate.
Not too much further in the future. Give it a listen.
So no time frames, no context. You're
she does seem to think that there are people within the Turning Point organization who are part of some sort of cover-up. And to be fair to her, she keeps providing, evidence.
No evidence.
In the
no evidence.
Form of text exchanges.
In the form of.
Nope. There's zero evidence she's ever provided.
Nope.
That Turning Point has been part of a plan. Or any plan.
Okay, evidence in the form to speak to character and how they're acting and what they're saying and what they're doing and how it's not they're not honest, they're not transparent, they're lying, they're shifting, they're changing the goal and the direction of the organization in which Charlie was taking it before he was murdered. No context.
To murder Charlie Kirk. She's never shown any evidence for that ever.
Circumstantial evidence.
But here's Anna Kasparian
to support the claim.
Suddenly promoting that she's been showing actual evidence, convincing. How the fuck can Anna Kasparian be convinced by the evidence of Candace Owens?
Easily.
When Candace Owens admitted in the debate with me that she doesn't have any.
She never admitted that.
Now, just based on what she has said, she does seem to think that there are people within the Turning Point organization who are part of some sort of cover-up. And to be fair to her, she keeps providing, evidence in the form of text exchanges that end up, bolstering or reinforcing the arguments that she's making.
Yes, I agree.
To be fair to her, she releases some texts that reinforce her arguments. No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
She hasn't released any texts which reinforce her arguments.
Can you show us?
Just total fucking bunk bullshit.
Can you show us? You're just saying words. Blah, blah, blah.
And then you see the 180 again. With Anna Kasparian.
We built a $49 garden hose nozzle that makes every pressure washer on the market completely unnecessary. Every pressure.
Well, do you know any of the charges he's up for right now?
Yeah, of course. But I want to make. I don't.
Time limit.
This, especially on such short notice. I was planning on doing this segment totally by myself, but there's just so much, and I know I'm going to miss things. And you do.
How did she do a total 180?
Really know this case,
No, she doesn't. She didn't even know that Robinson had admitted that he was on the camera. She had no idea. We had to pull it up and fact check.
No. So what happened was he represented that text as saying, "You'll recognize me from my shoes." He misquoted what it said when really all that text said. And there's different versions of the text and the discords that have been let out over different periods of this investigation. And it says, "You'll notice my doppelganger in the video, ha, ha, ha. No, you'll see it's me." And he misrepresented, so she didn't know what he was talking about. He misspoke on what it actually said.
Back of your hand. So I want to start off by talking about what you covered on your show yesterday, because for me, that was it. At that point, I'm like, I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to give her kudos because this video footage is very suspicious and we need answers.
Yep.
And it does cast some doubt on the official narrative surrounding Tyler Robinson and how this assassination allegedly took place.
What a fucking 180 from Anna Kasparian.
That's not a 180.
Now, why would Anna Kasparian, progressive extraordinaire, pro-abortionist, pro-quote woman's right to choose, pro-feminist, be feeding into this?
Because if people are honest with themselves and have a working brain and can see the writing on the wall, it doesn't matter if you're left or right, you're calling it out.
You might ask.
Goodness.
Well, because it's one of the most diversionary issues for the right wing, and she knows it.
No.
And she also knows that most of the people who push this blame the Trump administration, who Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur and others fucking despise.
Good. They should.
Candace is a very useful tool to that end for these people.
Oh, you trust Trump? He didn't lie to us all?
We start with a clip of Anna Kasparian saying that she completely and totally understands why Erica Kirk does what she does.
In September.
What she did.
Yep. In September.
Shortly after the passing of Charlie.
Yep. In September.
Moving into, yes, you're completely right. This obvious fucking phony ass footage that Candace Owens released, right? It really does shed a lot of doubt on the case. Who the fuck is being fooled by this shit? I know. Dumbass wine moms who are currently in this chat awaiting.
Hold on. How about you remember this?
About him. Where's the rifle?
Did they find it? I thought they found it.
They found it, yeah, but here's the interesting part. They didn't find it on the roof. They found it in a wooded area near the location. When I witnessed this guy jumping, where's the rifle? I don't see it.
What about you, Andrew?
Well, you're a gun guy, Andrew. Are there rifles that can be like disassembled or?
Sure, but my understanding was so if you have a Mauser that's a fixed barrel, that's not something you're going to be able to.
Oh my gosh, you did a total 180, Andrew. Whatever could it mean? Whatever could it mean?
Fucking text message of the fucking year.
You flip-flopper.
Completely easily manipulated by left-wingers who are working in tandem with these fucking lunatics.
What does it mean that you're doing?
To create divisionary right-wing politics coming in to midterms. You fucking dolts. You stupid fucking idiots.
Dude, this guy.
Never seen dumber people in my life.
He literally.
Right-wing's most major problem.
He has no
is
class.
Their complete and total lack of fucking IQ.
I can't believe he puts this out for the world to see. It blows my mind, the people that support him and follow him and like him. It's just unreal.
Why would this left-winger feminist be sitting here agreeing on something she knows is false? You're right. We do need to get Democrats in there. YouTube Premium or whatever, but whatever. Anyway. So this is roughly the 32 mark of a debate between Anna Kasparian and Ben Shapiro. Let's take a look at what her position
My solutions
is.
might be a little different. I think that this idea of being incredibly laxed with camping has been pretty disastrous and has attracted. Homelessness isn't just a California issue; it's an issue throughout the country. But when other states are pretty strict against encampments, and California is very lax, what do you think that's going to do? It's going to attract homelessness in the state as well. I want to provide housing for everyone. I consider it a human right.
Well, here's the thing, dude. So they're noticing, even if her solution to the problem is different than ours, correct? But she recognizes that there is a problem with homelessness, and just her approach to it is different than what Charlie's was. Charlie believes that, most people that are homeless have a drug addiction or a mental health addiction, and that we should bring back asylums and that people need to get off drugs. And I agree with that. Okay. But what? So she noticed that there's a problem and her approach to handling it is different. Okay.
Well. Boy, you just can't hide the leftists. It's just about a few social issues, guys. That's it. It's just a few social issues. The elites are just trying to get us to divide ourselves on a couple of social issues.
They are. Hold on while he does that. I'm going to read this because it came up a second ago and I didn't get to finish it. Just dropped a super chat on Andrew's stream. He read, I know, I saw him read it partially and then he took it off the stream. He read it almost all the way. The people covering for the Epi files are the same people wanting to believe a transferee took Charlie out. Yep. Part 2. It makes me think as the L and R start finding, the left and right start finding more common ground. Are we watching the divide shift to men versus women instead? Because keeping everyone divided somehow always seems to be the assignment. Yep. Andrew Wilson has to work overtime since his debate was trash. Yep. Andrew Wilson is sharing piece of or positive evidence of common sense, people. Yes. Thank you, Whimsisms. A rare win that I'm enjoying your show and not working. Where's the text where Charlie Kirk said he was afraid of the left and was going to kill him? I'm only watching for your commentary. He's such a loser and he stinks. Yes, he's horrible and he sucks. Andrew is reading from a script again. It's obvious that he's not familiar with the material. Do you think he's realizing in real time that he's just a pawn, or does the money just ease his suspicion? The second, he likes the money. Thank you for the gift. Candace is living in Andrew's head rent-free. Well, okay, he did pay $300,000. True. Pickle Puff. I believe TPUSA is using this clown to create chaos to silence Candace. Yeah, that's another reason why, for sure.
Meanwhile, Anna Kasparian says housing is a human right.
Homelessness isn't just a California issue. It's an issue throughout the country.
Running on the internet in order to create maximum division on the right so that hopefully they can get enough Democrats in to do whatever they can do to destroy the Trump administration. That's it. She's not based. She's not your fucking friend. These are not your fucking buddy and always have been. Female dogs be tripping. Oh, and just to set these geniuses straight, the saying is that dog don't hunt. Yeah. It was quite brilliant, their analogy, wasn't it? That dog don't hunt.
That's not the analogy.
And yet, she makes the rounds everywhere, pushing the same fucking Kirk conspiracy bullshit because it assists them in getting in with the largest right-wing platforms to sow the most amount of division, and it's fucking obvious. You have to be complete.
The saying, the phrase you're thinking of is a hit dog will holler, which is an idiom meaning that a person who is guilty or feels targeted by a remark will react defensively.
Completely brain dead and stupid to not see this. Stu Peters retweeting her. Stu Peters with Jimmy Dore. Candace Owens with all these people. It's like they retweet Diligent Denizen.
So? Because they believe.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, let's get into your evidence.
There's
buddy.
So much of this shit between these people.
Can you show us? Can you show us your evidence?
Just a few social issues. Just remember, of course, here's Anna Kasparian's position. Pay your
side sleepers are making the same mistake.
So all he's doing is proving what an idiot he is. He can't even articulate a cohesive argument, right? And he can't even imagine why people on the left and the right would both find issue with framing a possible innocent man for the murder of Charlie Kirk, because the murder of Charlie Kirk affected everyone, left, center, right? We even heard from people on Jeremy Boring's show and Mark Meckler with the chicks on the right that a lot of people left the left and got saved. Even TPUSA has referenced this, that people were affected, doesn't matter what side they were on, gave their life to Christ and moved over to the right after Charlie's assassination. Yeah, it had that effect on a lot of people.
Take over and
right. Pay your fair share.
This
very typical leftist socialist rhetoric.
Left versus right.
It's also now a fashion statement, I guess, which we've all seen.
This is another very old clip. Look how young Ben Shapiro is.
So when President Biden looks into the microphone and says, pay your fair share, what does that mean?
It means that if you're one of the 55 corporations that literally paid absolutely nothing in federal income taxes in 2020, and in fact received $3.5 billion in...
Is Ben a robot? Like, he looks like not human. He's a reptilian or a robot.
Tax refunds or rebates, or tax refunds, I should say. Maybe you should pay your fair share. But here's the thing. If the tax code is written in a way...
I see. Maybe you should pay your fair share. So the same thing Jimmy Dore was just saying.
Okay.
These people are wolves in sheep's clothing. They're not based.
Can you show evidence of
that? It is the case that they're anti-Israel. That's true. And that's where all of them coalesce together.
Yep. We're united. We're united in anti-Israel, and we're united in anti-government, and we're united in you're not going to force feed us fed slop and this whole patsy lone gunman BS like you did to our grandparents in the 1960s, or our parents, depending on how old you are, or you, maybe, if you were there.
You can stop the pro-Israel movement and not yield your entire fucking nation to Democrats. That's insanity.
Okay, why hasn't it happened? I'm not saying we should yield our entire nation to the left or the right, but if being able to take down Israel was possible, why hasn't the left or the right done it? Because there is a uniparty, and both of them are backed by Israel, you freaking moron. And you see how you can do this without cussing and having a vulgar language? It's really not hard. You just have to be articulate enough and have enough self-control to not let your mouth rule you like a 3-year-old. You know, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds are controlled by their flesh. They want to put things in their mouth that aren't good for them, you know, like you're doing with a cigarette every 5 seconds and a beer every 2 minutes. And they say whatever they want because they're ruled by their flesh. They don't have their flesh under control like you. Can you be an adult man and show some self-restraint? Charlie Kirk said the measure of a man was self-discipline. You don't have that. You don't have self-control. Do you know about the wages between the spirit and the flesh? You haven't figured that out as an Orthodox Christian?
She also says in that same video, by the way, that although tax rates might be higher in European countries, the social safety nets and quality of childcare are worth it. And I'll show that to you now. This is right at the 3-minute mark, roughly.
Thanks for telling me.
Progressive taxes in European countries versus the United States. I mean...
All right, I'm going to catch up. He's soapboxing. All right, here.
Because I claim that he's the lowest IQ, stupidest man who probably exists to date on X. There possibly is dumber men, but I have not met them. Possibly there's some who are stupid or a little bit dumber.
Wait, who's he talking about?
Than Shields, but I don't know who they are, and I don't know where they are.
Oh, Jake Shields. Okay.
Jake Shields, who famously tweeted out in 2025, Charlie Kirk is celebrating Trump for making butt sex legal in all parts of Africa. This is MAGA. Charlie Kirk got smoked by an 18-year-old. He's such a pathetic man who betrayed his own.
Yeah, I don't like Jake Shields. Okay, he doesn't speak for me.
Shields LinkedIn, besides the fact that all these people seem to network in with him.
Nope.
Valhalla VFT, massive Candace Owens simp.
Nope. He tried to take Candace Owens down. You don't even understand the history here. We don't trust him either, dude. What are you talking about?
Tied in with Jake Shields. Why? Because they're all Juicebergs. It's all about Juiceberging. They don't give a shit about Charlie Kirk having died a bit. They don't care. They don't fucking care about
I
that.
believe
None
that. Some of them don't
ever
care.
gave a fuck about
Candace does, but some of these other people,
and they
no.
still don't.
I don't. I agree.
The entire thing is pushed because they just really hate Israel. What's interesting is like you can walk and chew bubblegum at the
I agree with some of that with some of these people. I do.
Same time. I'm no fan of Israel at all.
Yeah.
But why is it?
Yet you're the biggest shill for TPUSA, who is the biggest fan of Israel. How does that work, Andrew? How does a captured organization of Israel hire you, who supposedly are not a fan of Israel, to defend them in this case? How does that work?
Necessary for you to destroy Charlie Kirk and his entire legacy and his wife and everything else because you just don't really fucking like them very much.
Okay.
What do you think it'll take to undo universal suffrage? I'm not diving into that right now, right? We're still talking about this. Next up, as part of
this guy, so he'll give your money. You can give him money to read a super chat, and if he doesn't like it, he doesn't read it. And what he said about his community the other day with Andrew Colvett. I think, was it Andrew Colvett or who? No, he was on with Gary Melton, and he said that the chat and people in his community are the worst people ever. So there's that.
This conspiracy crew, you have one Owen Benjamin. You may remember Owen Benjamin. He got famous from sticking his finger up his butt and talking about it. That's what his big claim to fame online. That's why they call him Shit Finger, because he stuck his finger up his butt and he talked about it on a podcast.
None of these people represent us.
With his wife. And he fantasized about that all the time. Interestingly enough, now he's all about how Charlie Kirk was killed by Israel. Poor Charlie. They just want to get to the truth before he called them gay. And of course, works in tandem now with Ian Carroll. Fucking bizarre, isn't it? That's very strange, isn't it?
I mean, we have questions about
I guess he just suddenly decided that he liked these people for no particularly good reason at all.
He got the memo, you guys. He's drinking water and not beer, unless that's straight vodka. I don't know. It's a big glass of water, bud.
Interestingly enough, Owen Benjamin continues to contradict himself in his next tweet on 8/2/25. He says, I've been doing a lot of soul searching today, and I'm going to stop making fun of individual gays on here. To me, making fun of Fuentes and Ian Carroll for being homosexuals is as natural as a fish swimming in water, but I will admit the feedback via.
Okay, so you're just going to bring up old texts and posts of people saying things in the past. Okay.
Now, Stu Peters here interestingly
we
enough, as we get to him, here's what he said about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk tweets out, if Trump was on the Epstein list, why didn't Biden release the info to stop Trump being president? Good question by Charlie Kirk. To which Stu Peters just decides that he is going to meme him by putting that famous Charlie Kirk smile up. Kirk says, which cabinet official is doing the best job in your opinion and which needs the most improvement? He tweets this out 7/7/25, and Stu Peters responds with, they're all fucking kids, retard. Big fan of Charlie Kirk, this guy.
Nope, he admitted that he did not agree on most of the things that Charlie Kirk supported, and most people, that were politically involved and aware, could see that one of Charlie's issues was that he shilled for Israel for a long time. Okay. And he was one of Israel's biggest supporters, even by his own admission. And that this was most like libertarians, even Clint Russell said the same thing. Like most conservatives that were early on the not trusting Israel train did not like this about Trump or about Charlie Kirk, and did not like how he was unable to see past his personal relationships with some of these people to be able to see the issues, right, with Trump and his history and his background, and JD Vance being bought and paid for by Palantir. These are reasonable questions people had about TPUSA and the organization, and why Charlie, I think, but ultimately if Charlie believed that the biggest threat was the left, Charlie would know that you have to pick the lesser of two evils in this political system, because there's no other option. There was no other option at the time. And so for Charlie to be like, okay, it's either Trump, it's like the evil that you know versus the evil that you don't know. Like I don't know if that's the right saying, but Trump and JD in his mind and in all of our minds actually was way less worse than Kamala and freaking what's his name? What's the guy's name? I forget her vice that she was going to run, that she was running with. The weirdo from Michigan. But everyone that has come out and is not for the official narrative, Clint Russell, Stu Peters, they've all been honest that they did not see eye to eye with Charlie Kirk, but they don't agree with what was done to him and what they're doing to Tyler Robinson. No one has lied about that.
Remember, he's just trying to get to the truth, though.
Yep.
Stu Peters.
Yep.
They're all at Fort Huachuca.
Remember, he said he said himself, like, the lack of evidence doesn't prove, the claim, right? So him saying that just because he can't see doesn't mean that they're all part of the left and they're all doing this together and they don't actually care about Charlie Kirk and they don't care about the investigation and they're just trying to tear down the right so that some other, closeted, hidden liberal party could be created. He's got no proof for any of his claims.
Nobody has any reason, says Stu Peters, to ever listen to Charlie Kirk or any of his paid TPUSA actors ever again. It's all fake. They're literally taxpayer-funded, pro-Israel, pro-homosexual propaganda machines. Fuck them all. End quote.
Okay, so that actually, besides the F them all part, is true. I mean, about all the gays inside of TPUSA, that was like known. That was like extremely well known. Matthew Tuzzarone was even warned about that with Tyler Boyer. This guy just needs to do a little research.
That's Stu Peters from 21025. Hated Kirk.
Nope, didn't hate Kirk, didn't agree with him.
Fucking hated him.
Nope, didn't agree with them. Didn't hate him. Didn't agree with him, though.
Stu Peters, interestingly enough, you'll never guess what message he put out on his X. You can find this message from Stu Peters. He says, quote, you ready for this? There is no left or right. Your ignorance is facilitating your downfall. Said that to 1025. Same shit. There is no right or left. Same fucking messaging from all these people over and over and over and over. It's the uniparty. It's the elites. There is no right wing. There is no left wing. The reason for that is because they're trying to work with left wingers in tandem. That is what their goal is. They never gave a shit about Charlie Kirk. This entire quote investigation has been a sham. The entirety of it has been to only push in an anti-Israel message. Well, interestingly enough, you could have done that without having to fucking try to divide and destroy the entire right wing and let leftists in. It was not necessary.
Okay, they're not trying to destroy the Republican Party and the right. They're not letting leftists in. All right. The people that destroyed the Republican Party is Trump, his administration, JD Vance, everyone working in this administration, Israel, and then TPUSA for shilling for them. And we all noticed it. And we're like, not anymore. You killed Charlie Kirk so you can do this. Not anymore. That's who destroyed it. Bro, it's just so obvious that you're just shilling. It's crazy. He just now banned me from
Stu
his
Peters
chat
goes on, though.
For the pickle emoji.
Says, quote,
he's sensitive.
Well, actually, how about I just play the clip for you?
He's so
That'll be easier.
sensitive.
Just listen to the audio from old Stu.
Mr. Vulgar Language.
Same exact shit.
Their agenda for them in every way. Oh my gosh. The left is doing their agenda for them in every way. The left is feeding our children.
That is the Democrats. It's a uniparty. It's all just a way to fucking work with Democrats and leftists.
No.
That's the out.
That's your argument,
Just
bro.
The left, though, Tim. The left-right thing it's yesterday.
Yep,
it's
is
a construct. It's fake.
Yep.
It's not just the left. Republicans are all in on this too. Republican and Democrat is fake.
Yep.
These people don't go to Washington, D.C. Do you really believe that they go to Washington, D.C. and they sit on the other side of the aisle and they fight for each other? Or with
These people are so fucking stupid. Now, of course, Peters who also retweets all of these same people, as I've demonstrated. You'll never guess what our good friend Ian Carroll was up to. Ian Carroll, who said that Israel murdered Charlie Kirk within 24 hours of his death, had no evidence for it. Zero. Made it up.
Didn't make it up.
Completely made it up.
No, people saw the writing on the wall. Even before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, people saw the writing on the wall, okay? Because they saw they knew that Charlie was the most ardent supporter of Israel, and they saw that he was shifting, okay? And they were like, dude, Israel's not going to be okay with this. And they know Israel's tactics. What do they do to make problems go away? Bang, bang, bang. All right? And people were just using their brains and deductive reasoning, like, this isn't going to end good for Charlie if he keeps doing this. They threatened Candace Owens. They threatened Megyn Kelly. They threatened Tucker Carlson. What did they all have in common? Calling out Israel. Yeah, people saw the writing on the wall, bro.
Charlie Kirk says, Jesus defeated death so you can live on 9/6/25. And Ian Carroll said, and you dedicated your life to serving the people who killed him. Loathed Kirk.
No, they did not. They did not like that he supported Israel, though. They did not like
Ian
that.
Carroll responded to this comment, and I'm going to show you what he said. You're never going to fucking believe it in a million years.
Okay, I'm going to try to get to... Well, I like Ian Carroll. Well, some of his stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to get to where the texts are.
And solve the social issues. That's all. That's what all of us would do if it wasn't for these fucking elites.
Bro.
When in fact, the worldviews are so far apart, they want to destroy white people and they want to destroy Christianity. And these fucking takes decades. It's not all of it. None of this ever had anything to do with Charlie Kirk.
Yep, sure did. That's like literally all it has to do with, dude.
And that was the ultimate fucking red pill for me.
Okay.
When we started to investigate it, and I found out that it wasn't that Candace was a disgruntled former employee who wanted to destroy TPUSA, and it wasn't that she was just looking after her best friend. It's that these people want to have a united cause in an emergency party where they pretend that there's no left-right dialectic because they think that they can reason with progressives and they think that they can find headway with progressives, and you can't. You can't find headway with progressives. They don't even understand their own fucking enemy. They have no idea what progressives are like. They never gave a fuck. None of them. The whole thing has been a divisionary op moved by left-wingers. We have so much proof of that. It's unbelievable. And they all work in unison to do it together. You can't even make a tweet on one of these guys' account without them getting in their group chats and telling everybody to go in there and fucking like it. And it doesn't even matter what it says. They don't care. It's a fucking op. Please leave this entire video up. It'll be clipped, but the entire video needs to be shown to logical people to try to research because the candy tards will change the plot and the world needs the truth. I'm going to keep it up. There's nothing here that violates TOS.
It's not going to be up on his YouTube. It'll be up on his Rumble.
But yeah, it's never been about Charlie Kirk or getting to the bottom of it or trying to figure out what really happened.
You have proof?
It's been about trying to weaken the right wing as much as possible.
You have proof besides
working with leftists to do it.
Besides opinions and feelings and
some
vibes?
Kind of hopes that they'll have some emergent fucking party. It's the stupidest plan I've ever seen in my life, but that is what they're doing.
Okay, let's get to the text messages.
And that's the tip. There's so many of these people, Diligent Denizen, Project Constitution, many others. They all are working in fucking unison to fuck you over
of course,
and make sure that leftists get power because they think it's going to save you.
He brings up people that not
fucking morons.
Not.
Andrew is unironically the Charlie Day meme connecting the dots. This shouldn't be necessary, but sadly it is. Keep doing the Lord's work. I will.
The Lord's work. How about you show the texts?
I am going to play for you that Owen Benjamin clip.
No, we're not.
Since he's such a fan of Carter. One more time.
No, we're not going to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to pause it. No, we're not going to listen to whatever he plays on Owen Benjamin.
3, Owen. This is you being an actual fucking cuckold, fantasizing.
Oh my gosh, bro. And supposedly he has Christians tuning into him every day. Right.
People who want to destroy white people, and you want to work with people who want to destroy our nation by flooding it with immigrants. How are you different than them? And that's exactly what they want to do. We're past that dialectic, you see. Anna Kasparian didn't seem like she was past it, though, when she was talking about how universal housing needed to be there, when she was debating about how she was pro-feminist. But for some reason, when she's on with Candace, she suddenly believes in all the Charlie Kirk conspiracies and says that there's compelling evidence, but can't name any. Andrew just doesn't understand. We can unite if we meet halfway on social, economic, and political issues. A great example is we can give the people who have no principles all the power, and we trust they won't abuse it. Ignore all historic examples where this happens. You mean you want to compromise with leftists, bro? Do you think that leftists compromise? Do you understand that you can't compromise progressives ever?
Mm.
Do you not know what they are? They're fucking monsters, bro.
Thank you.
These people are worried about whether or not Epstein did some bad stuff, which he did. Meanwhile, the leftists they literally kill millions of children a year.
Not all of them, but yeah.
It's a monstrous mindset. Yeah, I know it was sarcastic, but that's not the point. I'm not beating up on the guy. I'm just pointing this out. You cannot work with leftists ever. You cannot trust leftists ever.
Was in his Discord. None of them are Christians.
Ever
yeah.
Yield any ground to the progressive scumbag ever, anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I've heard them all talk.
Never.
How they treat other people.
They won't stop any fucking wars. They don't give a shit.
No respect.
Progressives want one thing, and that's power. And that's all they care about. It's all they've ever cared about.
What do elites want? On the right, too. Okay.
Progressives aren't just gun-grabbing abortionists. They're evidently defenders and cheer on moms who unalive their own kids. What do you mean? Of course they do.
So you like Randy Fine and Mark Levin and Lindsey Graham and Marco Rubio? Yeah, that's who you like? Who are you going to vote for in 2028? J.D. Vance, Palantir?
Not one step back. You're wrong. Ian reported Harrison Smith's Twitter message about Charlie saying they would kill him if he left the movement about a month beforehand. Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second. Harrison Smith, to date, has provided no evidence that that ever happened.
Yep, he didn't want to reveal his source.
None. Never provided a single shred of evidence for when it was that somebody apparently close said that Kirk said that. He's never shown us any evidence of that ever. Can't unify with leftists because they are a demonic cult. They're far and away worse than people imagine. But these people have never, ever,
bro,
dealt with the left. That's their problem. They've never actually had to deal with them.
Bro, he's already raised $2,381 in super chats. That's insane.
Right. I'm just like,
how are people giving him this much money? It's crazy. I can't believe it.
All these people, they all go on each other's shows. They all tweet each other.
Yeah, because
they do it all the time. Dore goes on Stu Peters. Stu Peters tweets clips of Anna Kasparian talking about Israel. Kasparian collabs with Candace Owens to discuss Andrew Wilson debate on the Young Turks channel. Valhalla is buddied up with Jake Shields. Goes on his show. Diligent Denizen, Project Constant.
Yeah, but all of those people aren't connected. Like, that's the other thing. Like, a couple, like, these people might work together and these people might work together and those people might, but they don't all work together. A lot, like, he doesn't even know. There's like infighting because, like, there's things that some of these people do that actually are against some of these other people. It's not one cohesive, coordinated collaborated group doing this. But one thing that we definitely all have in common is we want Israel out of our country.
All of them are in unison working on this project.
No.
All of them.
Nope. Not true at all. Literally not true.
That's not even close to a comprehensive list either.
Yeah.
Massive psyop being perpetrated on people.
You gave like 6 names.
Here's $20. Bum me a smoke. That's fair. You can bum smoke off me down the road. Thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome. But Andrew, they told me to give them the ick. I have to compromise on literally everything I believe in. Yeah, exactly. Anna went on Candy's podcast and told her that she didn't like the hate for Erica. It was awkward. Yeah. And then also talked a bunch of shit about Erica Kirk. Whole thing's a fucking psyop, man. Has been since inception. None of this has ever
What
been
is the appeal? Like so divisiveness and cussing and rage baiting, and that's why people donate so much to him? I don't get it. Like, what is he offering his community that's getting them to donate all this money to him so he can read their hateful, misinformed comments? I don't understand it.
About Charlie Kirk ever. Just never has been. Now I'm going to show you some other clips here. These are important.
Lost their mind over it.
This is audio of Charlie Kirk. Give it a listen.
Lost their mind over it. You shouldn't be surprised that Trump was nearly killed, indicted twice, actually indicted 4 times, 700 years in prison. They're going to do everything they possibly can to try to murder this movement because they can't beat us. So they're going to try to take weapons. And no, we're very aware of that. I'm aware of it. We have to have full-time security.
Why can't you give a date for these text messages? Why can't you give context? And you know that he ended up publicly not believing the Butler thing. Okay. He publicly questioned it and didn't believe the narrative.
This is not a joke. This is who these people are.
That's a reference to the left, by the way. That's a reference to left-wingers.
Yeah, I don't give him attention on X or anywhere else. I don't go to his chat. I'm not communicating back and forth with him. I'm not calling him out. I'm not retweeting him or, a response and reply to him. Yeah, I don't engage with that. I'm trying to find out what evidence he says he has, and that's that. And prove
that's
that
who these people are.
These guys are just lying about Candace. Just lying.
That's who they are. They want to take him out, says Charlie.
There's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people don't bother me. They have weapons. We get death threats almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in.
What a scumbag. He didn't play the rest of that, you guys. You guys that are followers here know that whole thing. You guys want to see how dishonest this guy is right now? Well, here, let's see if he actually plays the rest of it, and then I'll play the clip.
Listen again.
There's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people don't bother me. They have weapons. We get death threats almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in.
Charlie Kirk again saying that he's concerned.
Nope. What a liar. We'll prove it right here. What a liar. My wife is the one that found this clip. So...
And most people say, I have the most haters, but I can't have the most. I know you have a lot.
I think I got more.
And Trump's got a lot. I mean, anybody that's got big visibility is going to have a lot. Can you just talk about, have they aided you? Have they provided you with the impetus for more creativity and more solutions and more funding?
No. Well, so there's 2 types of haters. There's I was trying to find a nice way to say this, but I'm not going to say it. There's
I can say it for you.
Yeah, there's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family.
Oh.
That, like...
I don't have those kind of haters.
Yeah, I know. those people don't bother me, whatever.
See, my haters are nothing now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they have weapons. We get death threats almost every day. That's
They edited the "they don't bother me" part out.
part of the game of the space that I'm in. The other type of haters, though, are the ones that are the close proximity ones. And these are the ones I know that had some sort of relationship with me and either betrayed me or deceived me or said that I could not succeed. That is a whole different, those actually get my attention.
Yeah.
Just like the random troubled person on a campus, whatever.
So the obvious, I want to hurt Charlie Kirk, doesn't bother you
Has
as
zero.
much.
In fact,
Yes.
I actually believe that I am doing my job as a truth teller, the more that those people are trying to come and murder me.
Yes, yes.
Not worried about him at all. That's Andrew. That's Andrew, a liar.
About leftists killing him.
Not worried.
Charlie, how often do these types of attacks happen against conservatives?
Well, far too often. And this one was one of the more brutal ones we've seen recently. And the narrative.
So now you're going to know he's just clipping him out of context. He's giving incomplete statements by Charlie. He's editing things, taking words out, giving one part and then another part and smashing it together, not giving the full clip. Completely a dishonest hack.
To the free speech movement, 30 or 40 years ago.
Doing bad things.
Dishonest, bro. Lying to his community and everyone else.
By the way, that show was titled "Why Have Leftists Become So Violent" by Charlie Kirk.
Liar. This guy's a liar, bro. What in the actual heck?
Interestingly enough, before we do the reveal on the message.
Here we go. We're almost there.
So that you understand, your boy Baron Coleman also isn't very based, and he runs the exact same fucking script. And I'm going to prove it to you right now.
You haven't proved anything, bro. You've played clips out of date with no dates. People from years ago when they had black hair, when Ben Shapiro was but a wee little child. And then you play clips from just in the last few months because people evolve. I just played a clip of you from 8 months ago, 9 months ago, where you were like, I don't believe anything about this official narrative about Tyler Robinson. In fact, he doesn't have a gun at all. He doesn't have a gun at all. And then now here you are shilling for the Israel Shilling Organization. If you guys haven't seen that I proved that this guy's a scumbag, I don't know what else I need to do.
I'm going to play for you audio of Coleman.
Why does he just play audio? That's the other thing. It's all
actually,
video.
I'll show it to you. How's that?
Yeah, why can't you just show it, dude?
One thing that was, it was such a hard, tough, straight ticket voting.
Yeah.
I think that's changed. I don't think you have that much straight ticket voting.
Bro, this is such an old clip of Baron Coleman. Holy smokes, bro. This is the best this guy can do. This is the best he can do, is to pull things from 10 years ago. Oh my gosh. We should find clips, 10-year-old clips of Andrew Wilson. It's beyond dishonest, and I can't believe his community's falling for it. I can't believe they're donating money to him.
At this time.
Yeah. Historically, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
That's why he didn't want to show the clip. He didn't want to show the clip because look at Baron Coleman. Look how old he is. Look how young he is. Look how old this is. Look at the suit he's wearing. Look at the quality of the video. He wanted to try to totally lie to his audience and anyone else watching as if this would have been Baron Coleman recently. What a total tool.
Again, I think there was so much frustration with the way Trump's been treated among Republicans and glee among Democrats, frankly. So much frustration with the way Kavanaugh was treated in particular. They went out there and said no Democrat benefits. I mean, your average Republican voter went out there and said, I'm not voting for a Democrat at any level for anything. I mean, I took that attitude in there, Steve, frankly. I'm partisan. People know.
Dang, Barron used to have more of an accent.
But in the past, I've historically split my ticket up a little bit.
I've historically split my ticket up a little bit.
See somebody on the other side that's a little better, I think.
Literally, this is like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. If he sees somebody on the other side, he's going to vote for him. If he thinks that they're they're better just a little bit, right?
Talk about people who are on our side, meaning the American First side. All right, if you're on the American First side, are you on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of that? Because believe it or not, there are some left-wingers out there who are on the American First side.
That's true. There's nothing actually untrue about that.
There's some left-wingers out there, boys, who are on the America First side.
Did he not see the polling? Does he not realize that people like just left of center voted for Trump? That people swing actually back and forth all the time because they vote for a candidate, not for a party? Does he not understand that? This is like an elementary understanding of politics and voters. Nope. People can only ever always be left and only ever be right. Nothing ever changes. If they change, they're doing it because they're lying and they're masquerading. Okay.
You heard it from Coleman.
Talk about people who are on our side, meaning the American First side. All right, if you're on the American First side, are you on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of that? Because believe it or not, there are some left-wingers out there who are on the American First side.
There are. There are.
Like Anna Kasparian and others, right?
Maybe. I don't know how they voted, dude, and neither
All
do
these
you.
fucking people are so stupid.
Nope, you literally are. You don't know how
All
they
of them.
voted.
All working in unison for some kind of emergent third party.
Anything's better
That's
than
cool,
what we
man.
have.
The left is welcome here, man. The left is what? No, the left isn't welcome here.
Oh, okay. You want to do what Andrew Colbert said, right? Was it Andrew Colbert who said that we needed to get rid of everyone? Who was I playing that said that? Was that Gary? Who was that? Oh man, I can't remember. The picture, their image in my head is escaping me. That they want to just get rid of everyone. I think it was Gary. I can't remember right now.
And the left has never been welcome here.
But people can't change. People can't get saved. People can't turn their life to Christ and formally be a liberal, a progressive. No, people can't realize that there has historically speaking been a left versus right paradigm which keeps us fighting. Yes, we don't agree on a lot of things for sure, and we need to iron those things out. I'm never pro-choice. Okay. I'm always Second Amendment and freedom of speech. I can't waver on those things. But if we realize that maybe we need to figure it out between us citizens in order to take down the ruling elites that have been controlling us for forever, then that's something that needs to happen. He says, no. The only way to solve this issue is to further divide us and delineate the difference between the evildoers over here and all of us on over here. And you need to keep feeding the system. You need to go vote. There is no other solution to this problem. You need to vote for all the people that TPUSA puts out for us. That's the only solution. Keep voting for the system that has betrayed you. Keep voting in Israeli-backed politicians that want to kill you. Keep trusting in the system that is so fundamentally broken that the only thing that seems to be the solution is to rebuild it all. Because our political answer to the problem was Trump and J.D. Vance in this administration. And look what it got us.
Ever.
I can't believe this guy, dude.
No.
And TPUSA hired him. He's their guy.
I want to show you one more thing here.
He's their guy. He likes him.
I'm going to show you a message.
TPUSA likes this guy.
Many of you have never seen.
Oh, let's see it, bud.
I'm not sure if anybody has seen this message.
Oh, Candace has. Let's see it.
This particular message.
Here we go.
Was from the spring of 2025.
It's not up. It's not up.
Not the major message I'm going to show you, but this one was from the spring of 2025.
Let's see it. Let's see. I'm going to try to make it bigger.
This
so
is
you guys
between
can
Charlie
see.
Kirk and a friend of his. And here's what it says. This was forwarded to Charlie.
Wait, what the heck is this? You guys, what the heck is this?
Right-wing loser Charlie Kirk is going to be at ISU tomorrow, and I'm going to kill him. Legal intent to murder. Arrest me. Says to his friend, I'm sorry the Illinois trip is in jeopardy after all of this type of crap.
Okay.
His friend says, oh my God, such lunatics. No worries, stay safe. Kirk says the left is reaching a dangerous point.
Okay, so he's texting someone that sent him this. This looks edited. Like, this does not look real. They couldn't do a better job of making this look real. We don't even have verification that it's Charlie's number. How stupid is this guy? Like, where does it show that it's even Charlie? Like, it doesn't even have Charlie's name or symbol. Like, there is no proof that Charlie wrote any of this.
The left is reaching a dangerous point. Now, that's from the spring of 2025.
What does he think this is? What is he, a child?
I already showed you evidence over and over again that Charlie Kirk was worried, and he publicly mentioned this many times, how worried he was about leftists killing him.
No, you literally played things out of context. You edited it, you cut it, and you didn't play the full clip where he said, I'm not worried about leftists. I just showed that you're a freaking liar, bro. You are a freaking liar.
That was his primary concern. He never publicly once stated that he thought Israel or anybody else was going to hurt, kill him, anything like never.
Literally, the rest of the clip that you didn't play was him saying he's not worried about leftists at all. He gets those threats. Yes, the threats they come in, but he's not worried about it at all. The people around him, people that used to be in his circle or in his circle, those are the people that get his attention.
He never publicly stated that once, but he often publicly stated that it was the case that he thought that leftists were going to kill him.
Literally never was afraid that leftists
and that's
were going to kill him.
2025. Now, here's the main message that you guys wanted to see.
Yeah, let's see it.
The con artists.
Bro, he's nervous.
Have been trying to sell you a bill of goods. These people who are actually just progressives. And that particular bill of goods that they're trying to sell you is that Charlie Kirk had tweeted, or not tweeted out, but had sent a message. And that message was that he had no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause over platforming concerns, which were going on between him and some donors.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the big concern.
Yeah.
So these fucking people ran with that and said, you see, Israel killed Charlie Kirk. Israel did it. See, he was going to leave the pro-Israel cause. And so it was Israel, and then it became Israel and France, and then it became TPUSA as part of this conspiracy. And that was literally their only lead-in, was that message, because they didn't have full context. That's why when I went and investigated, I got full context.
Investigated.
Now, that was on the 8th.
Someone's got to do a picture of Sherlock Holmes with him, and instead of a pipe, it's his cigarettes and his mug of beer. Investigated. He went down and talked to people, and they gave him the answers that they wanted to give him.
This is on the 9th.
Can't wait to see it, dude. Let's see.
And here's what it says.
So ridiculous.
Says, what's the lay of the land?
Hold on. Everything's blurred out. Everything is blurred out. There's nothing in here that identifies that it's from Charlie Kirk. Nothing. There's nothing here. This is so ridiculous. What a freaking scam. These people bro, are just unbelievable.
This is Kirk. His security team says, yes, law enforcement's been fully supportive and has agreed to the security plan and posture. Tomorrow's event will be covered by both my team and Campus PD. If additional support is required, patrol units will be available. You see this message here? This is in response to Kirk saying, thank you. The threats are higher than ever. His security team says, I have 11 on site. Okay, great, says Kirk. Delicately remind them that they are there for one person's security only. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me.
Okay, none of this proves that it's from Charlie. Thank you. The threats are higher than ever. How I have 11 on site. Okay. Delicately remind them that they are there for one person security only, and then something's blurred out. I don't know what normally goes there. I'm somewhat worried the left trying to kill me. He didn't say is. Charlie had perfect grammar. Just so you are aware, I will be strict with allowing people in our bubble. I can't have distractions in there, and yet all sorts of distractions were allowed in. This is not proof of anything. There's nothing to prove this came from Charlie. What does he think he's doing? What do you think this is, Andrew? This isn't positive proof of anything.
I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me.
Yeah, great. This is a text from Andrew Colvett and Blake Neff back and forth writing this. What is this? What a joke, bro.
Just so you are aware, says the security team, I will be strict with allowing people in our bubble. I can't have distractions in there, as we spoke of earlier. We are here for one priority. I've got you. I'll do all my power to make sure that is extremely difficult.
And yet they did nothing to protect him that day. In my personal opinion, nothing. None of the things that they should have done and could have done to ensure his safety or even call off the event. If Charlie was that, if this really came from Charlie and he was that scared, right? And then the university wasn't allowed to give permission to the security team to go on the roofs, or that they wouldn't put their own policemen up there, right? Wasn't allowing them a drone for security, then that event should have been called off. If Charlie's concerned about his life, no matter who, left, Israel, anyone, or just they in general terms, and Brian Harpole and Dan Flood couldn't guarantee his safety, that event should have been canceled. And if Charlie was really that afraid, that concerned that his life was in danger, he would have heeded their warning and that decision. He would have. This is such BS, bro.
Kirk not only knew that there was tons of threats from the left coming in at him, but
which he wasn't afraid of. He said it publicly freaking multiple times.
Consciously told his security team he knew that there was threats from the left coming at him.
That he wasn't
his
worried.
Final concern about who was going to kill him, he wasn't worried about Israel killing him. He wasn't worried about France killing him. He wasn't worried about anybody except the left killing him. I'm somewhat worried about the left.
We don't have his name on here. We don't have any metadata. We don't have anything. There's some times and things blacked out that they don't want to show us for some reason. Don't know why. I wonder what's underneath that thing. This proves that he's an idiot. That's all this proves. He's a freaking idiot and he'll do anything for money. That's what this proves.
Trying to kill me, he said. Why is this important? Because this was after that famous oh, I have no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause, which, by the way, they had a Zoom meeting after that where they discussed how to make better talking points on the Israeli thing. That's what they talked about in the Zoom call afterwards.
That's not even true. They talked about arguments for monogamy, arguments, supposedly. This is per Josh Hammer and Frank Turek and all of these freaking morons, right, that were surrounding Charlie. About the biggest threat being Islam. And then supposedly Charlie just needed so much help on how to defend Israel. He wrote a 7-page letter to Bibi on how to defend Israel better. He wrote a 7-page personal letter to Bibi on how Israel has lost the hearts and minds in the propaganda war. And if you believe that letter as being completely authentic as to the version of it we saw, then he didn't need help at all with any of the talking points about Israel. In fact, he was giving Bibi advice. Oh, but he needed advice from Josh Hammer, who just got destroyed on the Israel argument from Dave Smith at the Student Action Summit. Oh, he needed arguments from Frank Turek, a shill that can't even remember anything. He can't keep his story straight. Remember, he's 65. He's got a 60-year-old brain. Things just get all messed up there. Oh, are you saying that Andrew Colvett or Mikey McCoy or Blake Neff, who were also in the phone call, or Rabbi Wolicki gave him the talking points and the arguments to defend Israel? Give me a break. You don't know anything, bro. You just got here. You need to do some research and educate yourself onto this whole thing. You're unmatched, bro. You're out of your depth, out of your league. All you're showing is what an idiot you are, how ill-informed and ignorant you are, and that you'll do anything for money. Clout, fame, clicks. That's it. This benefits you. That's all this does.
This date right here, September 9th, 2025.
Wow.
Day before he died.
You were able to create, you know how to use AI. You and Andrew Colvett and TPUSA know how to use AI. Good for you. Good for you.
Somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. He fucking knew it. And what these people have done, even though all evidence pointed exactly at what Charlie Kirk thought was going to happen to him, which was the left fucking killing him, have done everything they can.
All right, now he's just gonna cuss a lot. I'm gonna let me take a poll real quick. I'll keep it paused. Let me take a poll real quick. Nope, not that. Let me take a poll real quick. Here we go. How can I word this? I guess I'll just word it this way because it's clearer. But I mean, what I think I should do with the rest, because now we have the evidence and it's freaking ridiculous. Oops. It's not evidence, and he proved to be a liar. He didn't play clips in their proper context, in their full length, not the full episode, but at least the statements that he used. He played people completely out of date from decades ago, and then played positions that they have currently with no actual explanation as to how people evolve over time. He completely leaves out the fact that he's ever questioned and completely doubted the case against Tyler Robinson, and now he's shilling for TPUSA. So I don't know. I put up there, should we finish watching him now together? He's just going to get more vulgar now, or the other option that I couldn't put up there because it's a yes or no, or I guess I could have wrote it differently, is that I can finish watching this without you guys. And then if there's anything of value and meaning, I can show that portion of it like tomorrow. So maybe some of you, because that's not in the, it's almost a dead split right now. If can you guys put a yes or a no in the chat if you want me to watch this by myself and find any portions that are of value, and then I can bring it to you guys tomorrow. Well, I guess I didn't word it right. Now I don't understand the answers. And it's like 50-50, yes and no. Wait, yes, we are all adults here. Okay, so play it here. Play it here. He's got to prove it. All right. All right. All right.
Because I did my due diligence.
It's 50-50.
This is just one piece.
The poll is
Drip,
50-50.
You motherfuckers.
This is what I don't want to hear.
These motherfuckers, they never fucking care.
I don't.
None of this has ever been about Charlie Kirk and his death. They don't fucking care.
He's just going to get, you guys, he's just going to be very, very vulgar. He's not showing anything else. And my brother-in-law is at a much later time zone than me, and he's staying up right now so that he can edit out the bleeps. Okay. And so I'm not going to keep playing him right now. He's just going to be extremely vulgar. I'm not doing that to this channel and this community and to myself. I'll watch it by myself. If he has anything of value, I'll find the exact timestamps and I'll play that tomorrow. All right. But I'm not playing this on my show. I had to withstand it this whole time. I can't do this. This is not me. This is beyond what I'm about. So let me read some of these guys. Everyone needs to stop giving him attention. It's what he wants, to be viral, even if it's bad. Even responding to tell him off on X is helping. Ignore. Correct. And I was responding to yours when I saw it on the side monitor. I don't respond to him and stuff on X. I don't go to there. And same with like Gary. Gary responded to something I posted of a clip of myself and then called me a POS, and I responded to him. But then there's like no point in responding to these people. I don't respond to Andrew. I don't text or I don't tweet him or about him. Angry basement dwellers. He's their king. Yeah, the devil. Yeah, the pickle is their king. Don't hold your breath. There is no text. Well, we saw that it's a fake text. It's not a real text. There's no metadata. There's no proof. Rest in peace, Charlie. Yep, I think that came in when I played the video of Charlie actually saying who he was concerned about, and it wasn't leftists, right? Thank you for the gift. Christ is King, or Christy Kite. Sorry. Just keeping the faith. My gut says that Andrew's followers don't have any money, and this is a psyop. Yeah, I don't know. There seems to be people that follow him. It's the same kind of people that watch Brian Atlas and Gary Melton. They're vulgar. They're uneducated. They have no ethics and principles. Yeah, it's sad. Andrew is so boring. I'm only still watching to support you. Thank you. I know. I had to get through it too. I wasn't enjoying anything that he was doing. He's still stalling. Yeah, I think some of these came in before he showed it. Obviously, he showed the fake text with no proof. This isn't new. You said you had something else. Me? Oh, no, him. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. He holds zero Christian values. Grifter. Yep. Matt, you're saying all my thoughts. Love you, man. Thank you. Show us the text then. Yep. He showed us no proof tonight. No proof. The Bella Stella. No one who practices deceit will dwell in my house. No one who speaks falsely will stand in my presence. Psalms 101:7. Amen. 100%. Show the full context. Yeah, he won't. He won't. He won't. He didn't. Talk about distractions, but they had more people than ever there as an entourage. Yeah. Oh, at UVU. Yeah. Yeah. That Brian Harple or Dan Flood responded, don't worry, we need no distractions, nobody close by. They had more people in the non-permeable zone, right? These people are known. These are the knowns, and those are the unknowns. Allowed, not allowed. They had more people back there than ever before. They had more people on his security team than ever before. And it was a first. And look what happened. Conservatives, pro-life, pro-traditional family, pro-Second Amendment, etc., vote for a pro-life candidate who is backed by Israel, HELC, APAC, JPAC, etc. A human life is equal inside the womb as it is outside. True, or outside the womb. Nay, God bless you all. Right. So the argument is that these guys claim to be pro-life, right? And yet they're totally okay with what Bibi Netanyahu and Israel is doing to children, to women and children and elderly and young adults. It's disgusting. In Palestine, in Hamas, or I mean, sorry, in Gaza, in Palestine, and in Iran. They're not pro-life. They're pro their life. That's the only life they're pro. They're pro the lives they say is valuable. Any other life, not valuable. They don't care. They probably read the Talmud, you know? That's what it says. Everyone else is less than equal. Our souls, our spirits don't come from the same place. We're less than dogs. And anyone. Thank you for the super chat. Andrew Shilson, the Pickle King. Yes. Even if Charlie Kirk was worried about the left, this proves nothing about the murder. That's also true. That's also very true. Good job, Annie. Plus, the grammar in the messages is so bad, that's not Charlie Kirk writing them. 100%. I'm glad you noticed that too. So did I. Charlie never spoke like that, never wrote like that. And notice that there wasn't like his image, like his profile image. There wasn't his name. And even if it was, like, that could be fabricated. Like, they should have known that the only way to have proven this and really shut us all up is to show like metadata, to actually, like, Charlie's not alive, so his number doesn't exist, right? So I don't know why people are protecting his number anymore, his cell phone number. That's not doxing him. He's not alive. If TPUSA was above, like wanted to go above and beyond to prove that any text messages were ever written by him, they would be like, this is Charlie's number, right? And Candace would have been able to prove that. She could have been able to say, like, yep, that's his number, and then show texts to and from him, and then show metadata to prove that the texts were real. You know, if they were really about showing evidence. But they're all about the 1102 hearsay. Like, this is their quality of evidence. It's insane. Insane. If I ever had any doubt whether or not Turning Point was involved in a cover-up, this just took it all the way. Yep. It's unbelievable. Yep. 100%. The left text is a fake text. iPhone texts do not expand to the left. They align center stacked. Yeah. They can't even do a good job. They can't even do their homework. That's how bad this PSYOP is. And they just believe, they know that all of their followers are dumb enough to accept it. Just slop. Let's slop it up. Yes, let me eat with the piggies. He just now put Erica in the position as a liar with this fake text. Yep. Because guess what? It was supposed to be a signal message. Did you guys not forget? This text was supposed to be signal. Let's look at what signal texts look like. Nope, I don't want to go there. Hopefully that didn't mess up the stream. I'm looking it up to see if I can get a good, wait, did I read that? Yep. I'm trying to see if I can get a good example of what a signal text looks like. What if it was in dark mode? It's not going to let me click on. It takes me. Hold on, I'm trying to find an example. All right. Please don't mess up my stream. Oh no. Hold on. Let me get rid of that pop-up. Okay. And I can't make this bigger. Just give me a second. It is saying that that's what are some options of what signal messages look like in dark mode, because it obviously was in dark mode. But I still don't see that that's what they looked like either, honestly. And still no proof. Oh, no. What happened to my chat? Did we just get botted? Did you guys see that in the chat? It was freaking out. Did you guys see it on your end? Yeah, no, but here's the thing. The signal message is self-deleted. That's the other thing. So it would have had to have been an iMessage in order for them to have it, okay? Charlie's signal messages self-deleted, auto-deleted after a certain amount of time, okay? Well, okay, the argument could be that on Brian Harple's side, on Dan Flood's side, and on Andrew Colvett's side, they didn't self-delete. That could be the argument, that whoever was also part of that text thread, theirs didn't self-delete. And so that's probably going to be their argument. And yes, I saw the black and purple one in the signal, possibilities, but it didn't. They're not all purple. Like, it's purple with blue on the same thread, on the same phone. Let me see if I can go back and look at. Let me see if I can pull up a good one. Let me see. Hold on. This is as close as it got, in my opinion. And yeah, and I don't know. It could depend on whose phone it is, and if they obviously had it in dark mode, right? And I don't know if they can choose the different color of the person receiving and person sending the bubbles, because this one's blue and it's not purple. Let me go back. There's so many different options though too, guys. It's like this one. This is another one and it looks totally different. So I don't know. I mean, I don't believe that those, we're going to have to hear them when they, we're going to have to hear what Candace thinks about it. And if they can prove who sent them, like, because obviously that can't be from Charlie Kirk's phone. Erica Kirk said it wasn't an iMessage, so it wasn't a text message. Therefore, it had to be the signal, because she said, oh, okay, I checked the text messages and they weren't there. You didn't tell me you're talking about signal messages. But we know Charlie's signal messages auto-deleted. So the only way this could still exist is if it's on Dan Flood's phone, Brian Harple's phone, or Andrew Colbett's phone. And now we know for sure they're clearly all working with Andrew. None of them had proof of receiver and sender. There was no validation as to the authenticity of those text messages, you guys. So, yeah. Thank you for the gift. New member, thank you for all you do. Andrew Wilson is the opposite of everything Jesus taught. Yep. The saddest thing is we lost Charlie and his voice, while TPUSA and their cronies are going out of their way to sell the Israel narrative no matter what. Yep. And he's doing it too, even though he says he doesn't support Israel, and he's doing it too. Say it's real. Timestamp was before the leaving of the pro cause. That's true. The leaving of the pro cause text was at like 9 p.m. I think there was another text to people that knew more about the stand he was taking. That's a really good point, Alex Ford. That is a very good point. Thank you for the gift. I pay for my brother's line and he died in 2020. What do you mean? Oh, your brother's cell phone line, you keep it open? Oh, to keep so that you can still hear his voice and like his voicemail. That makes sense. I mean, it's possible that there's a lot in that phone and that Erica and them keep it up or keep it, that it's active. But my point in saying that is that they could do more to prove the authenticity of the texts. And furthermore, the texts aren't from Charlie, or they're not from Charlie's phone. Okay, they can't be. His signal auto-deleted. So these text messages had to come from whoever were part of the group that received the text messages. Okay. So there's so many issues with this. It's unreal. Thank you for the gift. Wait, go back and see whose POV the text was from. Okay, I'll go back. And I don't know what do you mean by POV? Okay. Here, I'll even make it super big so you guys can pause and look at it. And then I'll go here. Oops. So this one doesn't. What do you mean by POV? I don't know what you mean by that. point of view. Oh, okay. Because you can tell the bubbles on the right are meaning that that's the person's phone that's sending it. So Charlie's texts are the bubbles on the right, which means this is supposedly from Charlie's phone, correct? Did I follow? So this is supposedly from Charlie's phone, even though his signal message is auto-deleted. I guess someone could claim that they screenshotted them. Okay, that these maybe are screenshot images that people took before it auto-deleted from Charlie's phone, which means it would have came directly from Erica. I'll leave it up for a second. Yeah, the timing is wrong. That means these were sent before the text he sent about leaving the pro-Israel cause. So I agree with your take that there's probably another text thread with people that knew more about his shifting stance on Israel. Yeah, I mean, bottom line is these don't prove anything. And why does it look like, so the timestamp is inside the bubble here. Look at the timestamp is inside the bubble here. Where's the bubble here? It disappears. Look at this is like light blue, you can tell. And then supposedly, and look at this blue line stops. It's only on this upper half of the text and then not on the second half, which is not the same color. And same with this up here. I don't, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Look at this double border on this one down here. There's like, can you guys see my pink thing? Yeah, you can. This double border down here, double colors that aren't up here. They're not on this one. They're not on this one. There's a lot wrong with these text messages, guys. There's a double border here. Look at, this is supposedly the same text bubble, but this has got this little blue thing. And this is a different color. And this doesn't have a timestamp. And then this is supposedly the same texture. And it looks like it's like the same bubble, but it's different. And the background is light. And then there's the timestamp, but that doesn't occur here. Hold on. My brother-in-law just sent me something too. Mike, I mean, hey bro, can I share this, or is this someone's real number or in real phone? If this is someone's real number and real phone message, I obviously won't share it, but I'm looking at, hold on. I'm looking at, it's a real number, so I won't share it. Okay. All right. My brother-in-law just sent me signal messages. No, you're good, dude. It's fine. Unless if there's a way that you can black out the names and the numbers, I can just read it to you guys or explain it to you. He sent me an image of a real signal message, and it's in dark mode, and it does not look like that. It does not look like that at all. At all. Yeah. Yeah, but hey, bud, you forgot to take his name out. So it says so-and-so set disappearing message time to 1 day, and it has his name. So I don't want to show that one. It has his name on it. I'm not going to share that, but it's all good. I can just explain it. That's not what the signal messages look like in dark mode at all. Okay. I can share that part. That's a better, let me download it and then I can email it to myself. Stop it. Okay. Let me pull it up now. Thank you, bro. Let me go to my email. Oh, somebody sent me a funny Sherlock Holmes with a pickle in his hand of Andrew Wilson. Let me just double check to make sure this doesn't have any private information. All right. Oops. That's what the signal message looks like in dark mode. Obviously, it's missing like full on like messages back and forth, but it doesn't look at all like the one that he's showing. So let me go back here. Hold on. Somebody wrote me something. All three look like photos of a screen, not native screenshots. No EXIF, no metadata, nothing to authenticate against. That's consistent with either genuine leak hygiene, avoiding forwarding metadata, or with obscuring a fabrication. It doesn't distinguish the two, but it's why it'll be hard to verify is the honest answer. Image 1 stitches two visually distinct interfaces into one frame. A forwarded from Telegram style video bubble with a suspicious OB/188.5 KB download indicator. A video showing 0 bytes downloaded, sitting directly above an entirely different SMS, WhatsApp style bubble thread. That's not how a single continuous screen capture behaves. It reads like a composite. Image 2 and 3 show a small circular avatar recurring next to multiple separate message bubbles down the thread. Standard iOS messages only shows the sender's photo once at the top of the thread or per sender in a group chat, not repeated next to individual bubbles. That's the same specific tell that got the earlier slave texts called out as fake. The phrasing, legal intent to murder, arrest me, in image 1 reads like dialogue written for a screenshot, not a spontaneous threat. Real threats rarely narrate their own men's. Wait, is this about Tyler Robinson's text messages? No, they're talking about. Okay, so none of this proves fabrication. I can't forensically authenticate a photo of a photo without the original file. But no neutral outlet has verified these specific images as genuine. They come from a source, Wilson, already accused publicly of withholding evidence for engagement. This exact saga has at least one confirmed fake in the same style. And the no messages ever existed counterclaim you heard is itself reportedly walked back. I treat all three images as unverified, lean skeptical, and specifically ask why they were shared as re-photographed screens rather than native exports with metadata intact. Very great point. Wow, you wrote a lot more about what you found. And what's stacked against these being genuine native screenshots from Charlie's phone? Okay, the avatar tell, a contact photo showing up next to your own outgoing messages, doesn't happen in real iOS messages. This is the same specific inconsistency that got a separate batch of Charlie Kirk texts, the Owens slave texts, forensically called out as fake by an independent analyst. Seeing it again in a different alleged Kirk leak isn't proof of fabrication by itself, but it's the same fingerprint showing up twice in the same saga. That's not a coincidence you'd expect from two independently genuine leaks. Image one is a composite, not a continuous capture, a Telegram style forwarded video with a bubble that shows 0 bytes downloaded, sitting directly on top of an unrelated SMS thread isn't how a single phone screenshot looks in one shot. That one in particular reads like several images stacked together in an editor, not a screen. And that's why I think that there was different colors in the borders and different, the bubbles were different colors as well. Not a screen capture. All three are photos of screens, not exports. No metadata. No way to check device OS build. No way to check if the thread was screen recorded versus staged in a mock-up tool. That's the same move used to make real leaks harder to trace back to a source and to make fake ones harder to disprove. It's a wash on its own, but combined with number one and number two, it stops looking incidental. Chain of custody is thin. Even setting aside authenticity, the person publicly attached to these, Wilson, told Owens on air he'd rather drip out the evidence on his own show than produce it on demand. That's a stalling engagement pattern, not how someone behaves when they're confident a screenshot will hold up to scrutiny. The person best positioned to confirm or deny will be Erica Kirk, who has physical custody of the phone, has given conflicting public answers, first denying such messages existed, then reportedly walking that back. That instability cuts against treating either her denial or Wilson's screenshots as settled fact. None of this is a forensic lab result. I can't run font metric or ELA analysis on a re-photographed image with no metadata. But the pattern you're picking up on is real. Nothing here is independently verified. At least one closely related Kirk leak in the exact controversy has already been shown as fake using the same visual tell present in these images. And the person circulating this one has behaved more like he's building an audience than producing evidence. I'd treat these as unverified and probably fabricated or altered rather than as genuine phone exports, pending someone actually producing the original files. This person knows what they're freaking talking about. You heard it. That person understands this whole thing. So let's see if he gets close back up again. Yeah, these have so many issues with them, you guys. And then I'm going to just see what else, if he shows anything. Or I can't believe people give this guy money. I honestly just can't believe it. It's insane what they're just throwing money away to the worst person ever. This guy, dude. Candace will surely find a way to discredit this. Slippery eel she is. Nope. You're literally describing Andrew Wilson, and there's enough there to already discredit. Plenty of people have already started emailing me that have actual professional experience with this and clearly understand it. This is unreal. Dude, these people are just throwing money away to this guy. And now they're using scripture. Remember, Jesus taught us, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Oh my gosh, bro. The spiritual and religious manipulation here is insane. Willing, you were right. Oh my gosh. I mean, do these people actually exist? Unreal. I'm just seeing if he has. Bro, the people in his community are just as bad as him. Look at this guy. Well, at least I know. Okay, so that's my stopping point to go back and listen to find out what else he said after the fact, and then if there's anything of value, I'll bring it to you guys. That looks more like WhatsApp. You know, it doesn't matter if the text is real. We know certain people on the left hated Charlie and they celebrated his death. Correct. That doesn't prove Tyler did it. Correct. Were CO's messages with Charlie Kirk blue bubbles? Maybe Android? I don't know. I'd have to go back and pull it up. I don't have that memorized. I don't know if someone is able to look. No, he didn't have Android. Erica Kirk said that they were iMessages, and no, the messages that Candace showed were iPhone messages. They're white background, so it's the daytime setting. They weren't dark mode, and they were it was white, and then the messages, the bubbles were blue. Okay. I just don't understand why he wouldn't corroborate with PBD on the spot. Not perfect, I know, but they had to have known everyone would question the crap out of this. Yeah, and they don't care because they're not about like answering questions and concerns and suspicions. They're it's all about the grift. Matt, I think the left line on the bubble happens when you reply to a specific chat, similar to quotes. Oh, that little blue line that was only on part of it, but not on the rest. I mean, do you have Signal? It's not WhatsApp, and it's not, what's the other one that started with a V that someone said? What was that? What's that other? So it's not WhatsApp. He didn't use WhatsApp. Telegram, not VT. It's not Telegram, and it's not WhatsApp. They said it was Signal. They said that Charlie communicated through Signal, and that his Signal messages auto-deleted. Okay. Wait, did I read that all the way? Only happens when you reply to a specific chat, similar to quotes. Okay. I ran the chat thread through ChatGPT. The indication was that it came from Telegram. Okay. Well, per TPUSA statements and Erica Kirk's was that it's Signal, that Charlie used Signal, not Telegram. So on X, they are clearer. Says 6 months at the bottom. What do you mean? He posted them on X? Let me go to his page. And then I'll pull it up. Okay, here we go. I got him. Let me make it big for everybody. That's as big as I can make it. There we go. It's not really clear. It's kind of blurry. Where do you see it say 6 months? Oh, do you guys see the designs in the background? Back here, over here, is that a characteristic of Signal, or of Telegram or WhatsApp? Do you see it has like designs? Like, I can't really make it out. Where do you see 6 months? I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see it. September 9th. What is he circling here? Yes. Law enforcement. Oh, it says 67. Oh, that's ironic. Why is this cut off on the side? And why is that portion circled? What is the reply? It says, since when is there a white computer mouse arrow on a cell phone? Yeah, I noticed that. Like, what is that about? Did you guys notice that little oh, it's because someone took a screenshot of him showing this on the computer, because it's on here. It's right there too. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, see this down at the bottom? This looks like someone took a screenshot of him showing it on his computer. And then you see another thing right here. It's like an arrow or a hand. And then here it is again right here. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like an arrow, though. Okay. Hold on. Let me keep looking at the rest to see if he uploaded anything else. Yeah, cell phone metadata to go along with this, please. Get your chronovisor. Nothing I give you will ever be enough. Regret to inform you that is not evidence of anything. It's evidence Candace was wrong again. The retard will say it's fake or it's doctored or some other retarded stuff. I hate these people. Okay. Oh, here we go. Somebody posted this in comparison. So this is what he showed tonight. Right? And she denies, right? Was texting people saying that they were going to kill him. He never did that. And I have his cell phone. Yeah. Right. Erica Kirk admitted during their meeting that she was mistaken. Charlie Kirk did say they are going to kill him the day before his assassination. Erica explained that she had only checked Charlie's iMessages, when making the initial statement. After later reviewing his Signal, and Telegram messages, she found. Okay, so maybe that's why they're stacked, is that it's supposedly from Signal and Telegram. Here it says, the last one could be surprisingly useful. Truth Social says its DMs are one-to-one and documents message timestamp status behavior. It also says messages normally auto-delete after 14 days, although users can change the retention up to 90 days. It's still been way more than 90 days. That raises an immediate provenance question. If these really are September 9, 2025, Truth Social messages being displayed many months later, how were they preserved? A screenshot photo made near the time would solve that. If the claim is that someone simply opened the original September conversation on Truth Social in August 2026, Truth Social's documented retention system makes that something we'd need explained. If the phone is on airplane mode, would the messages still disappear after 14 days? Airplane mode could matter for what remains visible on that particular phone, but it should not stop Truth Social's server-side 14-day retention clock. Truth Social specifically says the auto-delete clock starts from the time the message is sent, and the default is 14 days with options of 7, 14, 30, or 90. It doesn't say the countdown depends on the phone being connected. Okay. Well, I mean, bottom line is this proved nothing. Let's see. I'm getting other tips sent in right now, you guys. Please, you guys can keep sending in chats, and I'm going to get to them. Oh, when did my sign go out? When did my sign go out? No. Okay. Yeah, yes, a person looking at these should exercise a healthy degree of skepticism. While the text alignment and UI geometry tells us the application template itself isn't a glitchy AI hallucination, the presentation, origin, and incomplete nature of the screenshots leave room for manipulation. Wow. Yeah, and then there's a lot there to read. I thought Android have check marked cause read receipts on. Why top where name at says waiting on network? It was in airplane mode. And I don't know, when you say Android, did you mean Andrew Colvette or Andrew Wilson? Google AI. Yes, this screenshot appears to be highly suspicious. Shows clear signs of being altered, staged, or generated using a fake chat layout tool. Yeah. Look at the phone itself. What kind is that? Fake. Let's check. Let's check. Yeah, the edges don't look right. The width and length looks off. Yeah. Oh, that's where it says 6 months down at the bottom. Right there. Here's some more potential anomalies. Read one. Let me make sure I'm on full. All right. The suspicious replied to snippet length. The anomaly. In Signal, when you reply to a long message, the application cuts the preview snippet off with an ellipsis. However, the purple reply bubble status, thank you, the threats are higher than ever. How? And then the problem. Look at the original text, and it's in text. It is supposedly quoting at the top of the first screenshot. The phrase "how" does not appear anywhere in the top message body. If the original text read, "If additional support is required," the reply snippet should not randomly introduce a truncated word like "how." That wasn't part of the preceding text block. This suggests a mismatch in the conversation flow or potentially a mismatched text overlay. And there's a lot more here. People are writing in a lot. The consensus is, though, that these are not authentic, most likely. We know they've not been authenticated. That's for sure. Hold on, I'm just trying to reset some things here. Okay. Yeah, and let me mute and see, does this keep going or is that it? Or is he still live? He's still live. Yep. Oh my gosh, bro. He has raised $5,841. That is insane. Insane. I've never done that. I've never set a goal. It says here that you can like set a super chat goal. I've never done that. I feel like that's, I don't know, just like gross, saying that like I'm expecting to make a certain amount in super chats from my community. It's like, I expect you to give this amount. You better all give this amount. And he always sets it at $3,000. That's insane. Like, that's an insane bar to set on your community, to give that amount. To set a bar on them at all is gross. Like, I expect you to give this amount. You better help me make this amount in this live. It just shows like I'm so different than this guy in every single way. I have nothing in common with this dude. It's just, and TPUSA, Andrew said it on his live. I like the way you do things. I like your approach. I like how you do business. Yeah, we know, Andrew Colbert. We know. That was kind of my point. Andrew Wilson is not clever enough to think anyone will investigate the validity of his claim. Yeah. Yeah. Did anyone notice the phone on airplane mode and ... Mo to text? What is Mo to text? We did notice the airplane mode. What does Mo to text mean? M-O to text? Oh, month to text, the 6 month down at the bottom. Yeah, I think someone did point that out. The only goal I ever would set for my community is please hit the like and the subscribe. That's it. That's it. You know, can you guys just please do me a favor? It's the best way to help support me in this channel, and it's free. You just hit the like and hit the subscribe. And whenever the video is done, you just write a comment, you put in an emoji, and you can hype the video for free. Those are the best ways to help support this channel for free. I don't even know what to do with this guy right now. And he's still live, just collecting money, and cussing. He's just going to keep going. He's going to keep staying live. People keep giving him money. It's gross, dude. In it for the wrong reasons. Not in it for any of the right reasons at all. Yeah, they only give you 3 hypes a week. So you can have one on Candace, one on Barron, and one on me. Well, we have Coach too. So maybe every other week you can hype me. At least once every other week. If you use your 3 hypes per week with Candace and Barron, totally get it. Or you can hype smaller channels. The big channels don't really need the hype points, to be honest. Those big channels, they have hundreds of thousands of people viewing. Barron's got like 20K viewing. Out of those 20K, probably a bunch of his own members hype his stuff. Zach Costello, that you got Zach too. So hype Zach and me. Zach, me, and Coach. I'm much smaller. Zach and Coach are in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So their views populate like crazy. If anybody really needs a hype point, it's me. All right. We're growing, but I'm nowhere on the level. Meant the text had more to it. Wit ... or ... this is cut. Yeah, yeah, they didn't show us the full text. They didn't show us context. They didn't show us who sent it, who received it. They didn't show us metadata. They showed us nothing. It's just as good as Mikey McCoy's call log typed up by Erica Kirk. Okay, here we got. Good. I checked Truth Social's own help center directly. And that retention claim is your 4th image is accurate. 14-day default auto delete, customizable up to 90 days max. Clock starts at send time, applies to both sides of the conversation. So that provenance objection isn't speculation. It's backed by Truth Social's documented policy. That's the strongest single problem here. Now, a fresh, close pass on all 4 images turned up a few things I missed the first round. Wow, these are long, though. Do you guys want me to read them? But they're good explanations. This person knows what they're talking about. Do you guys want me to read them? The explanations of what's wrong with these text messages? Oh, okay. All right. And then, okay. The provenance math doesn't work, even generously. September 9th, 2025 to when this was reportedly first shown, mid-26, is well over 10 months, past the 90 days, maximum retention setting, not just the 14-day default. For this to be live in-app view of the conversation, which is what the waiting for network status bar implies, a real-time phone state, not a saved image. Truth Social's own server-side deletion should have already wiped it. The only way around that is if it was captured as a photo, like screenshot, which is what I kind of thought it might have been back in September 25 and never touched again. But that conflicts with it being marketed as never before seen. Material dripped out in 26 and conflicts with the phone appearing to be actively displaying it live, not just showing a saved photo file. A duplicated message bubble. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me appears twice in the full screen version, image 3, once mid-thread and again right before. I've got you. All in my power near the bottom. Real conversations don't repeat the identical outgoing message verbatim a few bubbles later. That's a classic mock-up editor artifact. Someone duplicating a bubble layer and forgetting to change the text or reusing it for emphasis. Let me send a text real quick to somebody. Okay. Number 2, a duplicated message bubble. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me appears twice in the full screen version image 3. Once mid-thread and again right before I've got you. Oh, wait, did I read that one already? Yeah, I read that one already. Okay, number 3 is, oh my gosh, my contacts are blurring. Two typos that read like editing errors, not autocorrect. Agreed, toy, security, and posture should be to my security. And I'll do all in my power. I'll do all. Where is that? I lost my spot. Number 3. I'll do all in my power should be all. I'll do all. Both are the kind of errors you get from manually typing out fake dialogue in a generator or image editor, not from an iPhone keyboard, which would autocorrect toy and wouldn't produce all do all from a normal contraction. Good catch by whoever circled that in your second image. It holds up. A redaction in a strange place. The block box isn't just covering a name at the top of the thread. It's covering part of the context of the okay, great, delicately remind them bubble itself mid-sentence. Redacting the name for privacy makes sense. Redacting a chunk out of the middle of a quoted message is unusual and conveniently removes exactly the part someone could otherwise check against to know phrasing. The avatar next to the sent message issue I flagged before still stands, but I should caveat it honestly. If this is being presented as Truth Social DMs rather than iMessage, I don't have confident knowledge of Truth Social's exact DM bubble conventions to say definitively that's wrong. For that app, the way I could for iMessage, I'd weight this one lower than the retention math and the duplicate bubble, which don't depend on which app it's supposed to be. Where this leaves it, what started as no metadata, can't verify, has accumulated enough independent, concrete inconsistencies, duplicated content, editing style typos, and mid-message redaction, and a retention policy that structurally rules out the conversation still being live on device nearly a year later. That I'd now call this more likely fabricated or manually assembled than genuine. That's still not a lab grade forensic conclusion, since I'm working from a photographed image or images with no files to inspect, but the pattern is no longer ambiguous. Several unrelated details are all pointing to the same direction. Sources: direct message, auto delete, Truth Social Help Center, direct message, quick facts, Truth Social Help Center. Okay. Also, now that I'm back here, let me check. This one just came in. Does anyone remember what Harple's testimony was of impending threats towards CK? I don't think it matters if the text is true. Erica Kirk and everyone lied. Yeah, I don't know. Where did he actually admit that? Was that on the Sean Ryan show, or was that on the Gary Melton pod? Those are the only public statements I've ever heard of Brian Harple. So unless someone else is like Andrew was speaking about the messages on behalf of Dan Flood or Brian Harple, I don't know. Let me refresh and see if this guy posted anything else recently to see. Nope. This guy's such a scumbag. He says, want to know what Charlie was saying about Candace? Turns out there may be something coming in one of the future drops. Stay tuned. Shocking no one. They will believe that there are secret shooter tunnels, drone bugs, foreign legions, and Mossad super soldiers. But when presented with actual evidence, it's false. You didn't present anything, dude. Bro, this guy. Is he still alive? No. Okay, he ended. Nope, he's still alive. People are still giving him money. He's made over $6,000. Unreal. It's unreal. Let's see. What did Grok say? Grok is saying the mouse cursor and Telegram UI confirm this is Telegram desktop, not Signal. Okay, and Erica did say that he had Telegram and Signal. So, but there's all of the other public statements of her lying about it all, dude. Oh, but Andrew would have you believe, like, is it possible she just was wrong? She just made a mistake? Maybe if this was the only mistake she ever made, this was the only time that they ever misspoke, then yeah, we could take her on that. But it's not, man. It's not. It's not. So I don't know. Does anyone have any other super chats they want to get in or anything they want to say before we close? We're at 3 hours and 46 minutes. Okay, we do have more people still doing supers. Okay. Vicky Graham, thank you. Did it not let you write? Did it not let you write what you wanted to write? You don't have to send another one. You can write a comment in the regular chat and I'll see it. I'm looking for it. Vicky Graham. Wait, who are you talking about? Yesy SMF. Who are you talking about? Is the host always that effeminate? Who are you talking about, dude? Are you talking about Andrew? I'm looking for Vicky's text. Thank you guys too. I appreciate and love you guys. All right, I think we're all caught up. Oh, TPUSA is donating in the money to Andrew. Yeah. Thank you, Dulcinea. I appreciate you. Thank you to all the mods that are here. Oh, and I spoke with Mystic today. She's stable. She's not home yet, but she's doing good. Okay, she's doing good. Keep praying for her, please. She still needs prayer and still recovering. Matt, Charlie didn't have Telegram. Candace temporarily used it during her trip to Russia. Right. But I read you the public statement by Erica that said Charlie used Telegram and Signal. I'm just telling you that's what Erica said. Okay. Erica said that. Oh, did that guy say he was talking about me being the host and that I was effeminate? Is that what he said? I don't know. Or did he not respond to my question? I don't know who he was talking about. Thank you guys, Kelly. Yeah, he's clearly a paid operative. Thank you, Hot Dog. Yeah, Marines are effeminate, I guess. Yeah. I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu and I'd choke everybody out in 10 seconds, but I guess any diss coming from someone on that side is a compliment, so I'll take it. Oh, Andrew, he is? Yes, he is. I don't know. Did that person not stick around? Don't sweat it. Andrew is claiming to stay true to NLT. I am, for sure. Remember, you're on God's time. He's got you 100%. Thank you guys. You guys rock. Love you guys too. Another great live. Yes. I was behind. Oh, okay. So you weren't talking about me. Oh, that other host. I think I know which one you were talking about when they played that clip and the guy with like the blonde hair. Yeah, he did look effeminate. Yeah. No worries, man. Let me see if I'm all caught up. I'm all caught up on super chats. All right. If anyone has a super chat in and it comes in after I end, I'll still read it. Okay. But once I hit the end the stream button, I can't end the stream. Okay. Oh, wait. Before you guys go, can you guys please hit the like and the subscribe, write a comment under the video, throw an emoji and hype the video for free. Really appreciate that. Also, please check out Blackline Brief YouTube clips channel, Spotify, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram, TikTok, and X. If you're on any of those, please check those out, subscribe and follow. Some of those are much newer and smaller than some of my other channels and platforms, and definitely can use the support in all the different areas that we're trying to get the truth and the information out there. And yeah. All right, guys, that's it. All right. God bless you guys. Love you guys. I will be doing a live tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 p.m. Stay tuned for the thumbnail and the link. God bless you guys. Have a great night. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.